Cookie. That's all. It's just a cookie. What do you hate? You hate confections? Is that the problem? Hate it when it does the launcher. Oh, why does it do this? If I just hit play, is the script extender gonna land? You know what? There's one way to find out. When has New Vegas ever been unstable? I can't think of a single instance. Oh, I need to, this guy was my client. I would ask for the cash up front. That's my legal opinion. Well said. So, good lawyer joke in multiple levels. Completely non-committal. But I love it. I love it. All right. Oh, yeah. Dun, dun. Boom, boom. That theme is so basic, but actually crazy good. Who did the music for New Vegas? The score. I love that it reuses Fallout 1 and 2 tracks, too. We got him. Why not? Was it Einen Zur? I know he did a lot of that work back then. Wikipedia's going slow because I didn't give them the $1 they asked for. For the things I throw money at, I have yet to, like... I owe Wikipedia, like, thousands of dollars. Oh, was I? Okay. I got to meet him once. I did an interview with Mark Laidlaw about Dragon Age Origins before it came out. And Einen Zur was there too. I got to tell him that I thought his score for Prince of Persia was awesome. And he said, thank you. One of the first people I think I unintentionally fanboyed at because he introduced himself. I was like, oh my god, you're Einen Zur. I love your work. Oh, good. Ooh, we're good. All right. Is the Todd Howard accidental roast the most awkward thing you've said in an interview? Oh god, that freaked me out. I forgot about Lily for a second. Yeah, no, I've been worse than that intentionally, for sure. In an interview. Yeah, I would say so. In an interview, yeah. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. I can't think of anything worse at the moment. What is this roast? Oh no. Okay, so I was what was it? Was it Dice? I think it was Dice. I was there with Machinima. For Inside Gaming. Just to go, I guess. I guess Rob Smith wanted to talk with a lot of contacts and stuff. Anyway, there was a red carpet where gaming press could line up to ask questions of industry luminaries as they walked into the DICE Awards. So I was like just chatting with people. I remember talking a little bit with Felicia Day. She was super nice. And then yeah, Todd Howard comes up, and we're just talking a little bit. He says a joke, I laugh, and he's like, you know what? People always think it's weird that I'm funny. He's like, yeah, it's just odd. Like nobody thinks that I would be humorous. And there I was like, you're really funny. And I was like, yeah, I kind of get that. And I'm thinking like, yeah, it's like it's weird that somebody would just find a quality about you and talk about it, or say that it's weird. And I thought, okay, yeah, it's like when somebody's really tall, right? And people just go, "Wow, you're really tall," and they're like, "Yeah, dude, I know that." And then I like realized that Todd Howard is actually a fairly, I mean, short might be strong, but he's not a tall man, you know. That's, you know, no big deal. But then I realized, oh shit, because he like he did this thing where he's like he did that like graceful like you skewered me kind of thing, and I was like, oh no, oh man, no, I didn't mean to. I was like, that I didn't mean it like that, dude. I wouldn't do that. I'm not like, fuck. So, but what do you do? Like, in that situation, what do you do? Like, do you try to like back out of it? Are they even gonna buy that? So I was just like, well, all right. Guess I did that now. I just dropped like a really intense and totally uncalled for short joke on Todd Howard. But yeah, you just gotta let it rock. That's kind of what I did. I was just like, I'm gonna think about that for a while. And yeah, it comes back. It comes back to haunt me every so often. So you slap him to assert domination. Yeah, there's only one way out. Throw the microphone at him like a dart and sprint away. Sorry, I gotta close some windows. There we go. All right, I didn't even look at what quest I was doing. Oh yeah, I got. I'm trying to remember where I was at. What was I in the middle of doing? Yeah, I must. The Willow side quest. I need explosive skill for that. I need caps. Oh yeah, the Jean-Baptiste I think is one of the Legion, so probably not gonna do that one. Or no, wait, no, Jean-Baptiste was the like one of the mafioso dudes who's just wants me to do like bad things, dark projects. That's why New Vegas crashes on me. I deserve it. I deserve it. If Lord Howard on high has decided that my Bethesda games will forever be buggy because I accidentally took the mother of all cheap shots at him, then that's just how it goes. That's just how that cookie crumbles. JC, yes, your Twitch is working. Everything's fine. Oh, John is the guy at the Silver Rush in Freeside. Well, I have to go there for this. I mean, it's just right there. I'm your Poppy. Thank you for the Prime, by the way. Oh yeah, this place. Oh yeah. Fuck. This might be bugged. What? Yeah, because there's like a door that just doesn't open. There's a terminal. Oh yeah. I think I need 75 science because there's nothing else I can do here. And also this door isn't supposed to be open. I think I can maybe lockpick that eventually. Investigate. Yeah. Investigate Silver Rush and Freeside. That's right. That's right. Yes, I remember now. I remember Jean-Baptiste is in the other room. He's just like, oh, that's right. I did the quest where you like stand guard for a while. That was a really fun one. Mentioned yesterday about finding a no commentary workout YouTube channel, Bully Juice. I am taking on their 45-day exercise challenge. I feel quite sore, though sadly I had to substitute some of the exercises like pikes, certain planks. It's tough as heck. Well, that's great. I think I'm super glad to hear that. Yeah, exercise rarely deteriorates your quality of life. So, I understand that before you probably didn't have time or was just so stressed and worn down. But yeah, that's so good. I've been doing a lot of walking lately. I have this walking treadmill. It can go to like 4.5 miles an hour, which is about as fast as anyone could, I guess, speed. Maybe a good heft, but it's got a slight uphill. Oh no. I gotta fix my body. So it's like a low incline uphill walk, and I got my Steam Deck set up out there. I'm building a lab in bits and pieces. But I did some roulettes today. Got my tombstones. Felt good. And yeah, man, time just kind of slips on by when you're playing a video game. So it's like I can burn calories. That's pretty much it. I'm just after the calorie burn. And I hope it works. I hope I can ride that. Pun partially intended. Down to my goal weight. And then I can just lift weights. I can eat more and lift weights. What's going on? What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. It was probably Steam having to sync the cloud saves. Probably turn that shit off. Did Steam even have cloud saves in 2013? I don't know. I didn't do anything. I just launched the game again. All I did was stare at it. Annoyed. Mad. Why can't I do the thing? Okay. Gotta give it one of these. Toggle it and then redeploy. That's what usually fixes it. I'm not going to deprive people of the adventures of the Desert Otter. Cloud saves have been so wacky for Steam this last year. Yeah, they have. Okay, good. And the hairy texture is working too, so that's good. That's good. That's very good. That's great. Everything's great. Da, da, da. Oh yeah, all your medical history. Yeah, I hear you, Pop Tart. I really like that the trainer just gets into the workout. It's super tough and it's nice that it requires no equipment. Plus the trainer doesn't blab about their routine prior to workout or all the 1,000 ingredients they put in their oatmeal. Yeah, I think some trainers just want to fill the space, be charismatic. I think it can help to have like a likable trainer with a bubbly personality, kind of take your mind off of the unpleasantness of exercise. But yeah, I got to where I could basically memorize all of Sean T's weird banter and insanity workouts and stuff. Yeah, some people dig the distraction. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like having a streamer on as background chatter. Get your mind off things. Let you drift. How'd the car chase end? They bailed out, ran across the highway, which was crazy, and then kind of were trapped against. There's just basically a big kind of like sound blocking retaining wall on the other side, and they just ran against that. And we're like, so they bailed out of the car, realized they had nowhere to go because they didn't think. They had all that time, and they didn't even think like 2 steps ahead. I'm gonna get out because they're just not thinking. It's just like, go forward, go away. So anyway, got out the car, ran directly into a like 25-foot high concrete wall, and surrounded by cops within a minute. K9 unit ran up, got a pretty healthy chomp on the individual's arm. A couple of good chomps. I think the police wanted to make sure that this suspect was not resisting at all. Pretty efficient knee drop, tackle, into arrest. So yeah, police custody. Theoretically, nobody hurt. To be fair, the SWAT truck penned him in. Oh really? I didn't see that actually. I didn't see that perspective. Oh, okay, so they actually got pinned against the center divider. Yeah, I was fiddling around with a SWAT pinned the car. Oh wow, so they did bring it to an end. My bad. I was actually fiddling. I didn't actually see specifically that. I was fiddling with the prediction. Cool. I'll look it up. Get out of here. Pipe? Yeah, it sounds like it. I'm gonna go see it again. Where did... Huh? Oh, it thinks that's a tab. Damn. Okay, hold on. Well, that was complicated. There. Silly Chrome. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Whoa. Oh. Ooh. Okay. That was clean. Stream still says just chatting. It does not. I have changed it. It may not say that for you, but yeah. I've told Twitch anyway. Ow. You can't. When did the door even open? With the car against the divider like that, how did they get out so fast? They get out the window? Yeah, that's their upper half. In reverse, I can kind of see the shapes a little more clearly. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wow, so car gets pinned. Boom. Cell phone flashlight comes on. Okay, yeah. Climbing out the window. Wow. Wow. Before... Okay, so the car's at a stop, but... Got out fast. Just putting his cell phone away? I never really looked at what they were doing when they were running. I think, yeah, just tucking the old cell phone in the pocket. Man. You can take a car across town, get smashed into the center divider, and the one thing you take with you is your phone. Ow. What else you need? Yeah, it's to me it's just more like sign of the times kind of. People are paired with their devices. Such a clean window getaway. Yeah, it was a smooth bailout, I have to admit. And if they were anywhere else but here, which testament to doing that maneuver here, a bit rough about them running across the highway, but maybe they had blocked traffic the other way. There were a couple of cars though. Yeah, I'm gonna guess they probably blocked traffic because they knew they were gonna do a stop. This is a really good spot for it too. Just this big flat wall. There's just nothing. Oh yeah, I wanted to see the twigs and leaves and stuff. Because I was hoping they were trying to climb. Oh, there's not even vegetation on the other side. Okay. I had this mental image of this person just clawing and scraping at like twigs and leaves and pulling them all down, and just a sad sight. Don't underestimate how tall those walls are. Yeah, it's to block, because these are houses. There's people living here. Cars are driving along here at like 80 miles an hour, so it's to block noise. Doesn't block air pollution though. There's been a couple of articles circulating around a lot of LA publications, LA Times and stuff, about, like, there was a recent study about the health effects of living near a freeway and how it's bad. It's really bad. Like, people shouldn't be doing it, but it's LA, so there's tons of like apartment buildings right next to really big freeways. Hell's going on here? You never see this shit in New Zealand? Yeah, United States. I was catching the end of a police chase, rewatching it. We watched it live. Kind of an LA institution. What's the health concern? Exhaust. Bad for you. You're not supposed to breathe what cars put out. Alright, yes, this is a New Vegas street. But I gotta click on this first. That's actually a fringe benefit of being on a motorcycle, is because you can drive to the front at a traffic light and not have to sit behind a car breathing in the exhaust. You can, argue about the difference of being in front versus behind a car when it comes for fumes, but it has to be like, it can't hurt, right? Old-timey cars are notorious for fumes. Oh yeah, they weren't efficient at all. Catalytic converters, California State, baby. Been pushing it for a while. Okay. Nintendo's fixer can't do. This is a pretty interesting quest. I guess if you just want to really throw the story into another gear. Cars are really loud, especially in a city landscape. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be an audio thing. Most buildings, I would imagine, have like sound insulation and stuff. That's why electric vehicles are great. They're all quiet. Oh yeah, the weathers. I guess I could, I don't know, try to figure that one out. And then it's just kind of like side quests, or it's DLC. So what do I do now? I guess I go back to exploring, or I can do Veronica's side quest. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll do Veronica's.
Hello again, dear. Oh, Grandma will miss her little pumpkin. Are you sure? Nice children shouldn't play in places like that, dearie. That's the sort of place Leo likes. But if you insist...
Could always start on the DLCs if you want a very curated quest line. Is each DLC like the one quest line that and that's the DLC? Like it just kind of threads you through all the stuff? I might do that. I might... Oh, avert your eyes, children. Don't look.
Come to the Silver Rush.
That woman's a little too natural. And I don't belie her for that. Pretty lengthy. Okay. I will probably... I'll warm up a little bit. I'll wander the Mojave a little bit, because I have, there's plenty of map... What am I thinking? There's plenty of map locations I haven't been to yet. Oh, Old World Blues is the only DLC that's sort of open with a few quests. Okay, cool. I'm trying to go back. Go back to the strip. I wonder if Hardcore Pete's remains are still scattered around the strip's entrance. Uh-oh.
Like that? Like that?
What?
Damn!
Man, Vegas is weird. Stinky feet, yeah. Got my stinky toes. I mean, I haven't taken a single bath. I'm gonna be generous and assume that the doc at the beginning of the game sponged me down in my coma, but not a single bit of hygiene since then, so... Okay, well... Oh, nope, there's our guy.
Exterminate.
Go! What the fuck? Hey! What? Hey, whoa! Hey, whoa, whoa! Damn! This is stressful, man. I'm just trying to... Ah! Oh, they got one. Man, there's a lot of action at this door. Let's take that. Just step on by you there. Alright. Oy. Yeah, Freeside's turned to shit. Oh yeah, 38. It's real messy around there. Yeah, it's interesting because thugs would always spawn there, but they would just get like guards would just shoot at them, and I was like, oh, that's fun, some theater. Done any of the DLCs yet? No. Haven't.
My Johnny.
Maybe it's time to start him. I guess I always just wait. Wrong place. I guess I assumed that I would do those after concluding the narrative. Does the game end after the battle at Hoover Dam? I know it ends, like, it just ends when you finish the quest. Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was like an interlude between that and credits where you could drop a save and then go do stuff. Where's Veronica? Where you at? Might have been looking at chat.
What if you go? What if you stay?
Where's she at? Darn it.
Love you.
Made her more natural. She should be easy to up.
Talk to you soon, dear.
It's not Veronica. No, it's
I know.
Kat. There's a save system as you go to do the battle. Okay, so okay, it's like the final boss, but you can save right before it.
Like my Johnny.
Where? What?
Like the one they call
Okay.
Johnny Guitar.
Does does Veronica go somewhere other than Lucky 38? Back at the rest stop you found her at. Damn it. I don't know what that is. Oh, let me see here. Fallout New Vegas Wiki! Kerchow. Boop. Boink. Damn it. There we go. Roll location 188. I hope there's a map on there too. There probably is. Nope. Nope. Veronica's special. Southeast of Gun Runners. Oh, okay.
They call Johnny Guitar.
Yeah.
Play it again. Johnny Guitar.
Oh. Alright. Trying to go through all the companion quests? I mean, it's one that I've got, so I'll do it. I don't really have an agenda beyond that. It would be nice to do them. That'd be cool.
It's a sin, my darling.
I would like to see more game content. I guess that's my ultimate goal. I was just running towards the quest marker. Man, I got potato brain right now. I don't know why. All right, I'm back.
That you've forgotten me.
It's not smooth brain gaming time.
What's up?
I built for us
Let's go make trouble.
each promise
Wearing that weird hood.
my heart,
The minimap's nice, right? Yeah, recommended to me. Ago, I think it might have been you.
my
Yeah. Marvelous addition. Simply wonderful.
so much in love.
It does take a lot of the friction out of the game. Or that power wash brain. Yeah. All the folds, all the wrinkles, the IQ wrinkles in my brain have been blasted smooth by a steady stream of water. Is this not the character voiced by Felicia Day? I think so. Yeah. They did a decent job. Ooh. Goodness.
It's a sin to hide behind this heartache, to make believe that I
Just
found
always got to do a little spin around the building.
it's a sin.
So I have to observe.
Miss you.
Still tucking mod suggestions. A unified strip one might be nice rather than having 3 load zones. Man, that sounds
I'm
dangerous.
sure you're happy.
Sounds like it would jeopardize the stability of the game, but it comes vouched. I have to assume it wouldn't. Welcome, Veronica. Downloading completed.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology. electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun. More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer. NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course.
Old Pimp Jenkins, thanks again for all those subs. Appreciate that. I said thanks again because I think
It's a targeting
thank you.
device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it'd show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip.
Be sure it's true. When you
I have that gun though.
call,
Sting.
you got sense enough to know it's a sin to tell a lie.
Ah, hell. Well, how could you know, right? Okay, 2 other options still on the table. Yeah, maybe they'll think twice about engaging the NCR if they know one of those could be floating around. The notes say to look around Nellis Air Force Base. He suggests going through filing cabinets and computers in the commanding officer's quarters.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a lot of rootin' and tootin'. Alright.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, no, I remember choosing to I did the weapon for just a test fire, but
So be sure it's true when you say I.
I'm sure it was the right call. I sleep very soundly. Okay. Time to investigate. This game's gonna go Shenmue. Time to root through some drawers. There aren't enough games where the, like, quest is to find a doodad, and you just have to look through, like, 12 drawers in a closet to find it. I don't know why. I like doing that. Is it gonna just tell me right where it is? It is. Well, I'm idolized here, so they'll probably be okay with this. Wait a minute. Information about the pulse gun. This is technically neither of those things, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Now it wants me to leave? Cover the pulse gun. Oh, it's from Vault 34. I'm gonna guess these orders might have something to do with that. Due to current events, Staff Sergeant Daniels is hereby authorized to transport item number T-11836A, codenamed Circuit Breaker, to the installation known as Vault 34 to be sealed in its armory for safekeeping until the manufacturer can retrieve the prototype for production. Signed, Colonel Roy Blackwell, USAF. Cool. Let's go get it. We get that gun. What the? Oh.
For the Brotherhood.
Some geckos need to taste of my steel.
If I die...
Wonder how they add junk items. Is it manually or an algorithm? Yeah, it's loot tables. It's just like a collection of items and probabilities. Damn! I didn't get that far. Didn't even get that far in Metal Gear Rising. Had to listen to all the talking. So I edited it all together, alright? 9.5 hours of Metal Gear Rising gameplay, and I didn't get to that.
Hey!
Yeah, the red sun. That is what it is. Oops! Oh, she doesn't have a gun. Oh, let's get you a gun, sweetie. Or the power? You used to have a power fist. What's up with that? Oh, you do have it. Alright, never mind. Yeah, some of the... Okay, they just go... They go friendly sometimes.
Hey!
Oh, that one's on. Hua! We're good? I think we're good. That gecko had a nail board. So it's like 4.5 hours of codex calls? Yeah. Yes. God, it's awesome. It's totally rad. I had no idea there was so much codec in that game. I'm so delighted. I guess for some reason I assumed there would be less codec and that it would be just like vestigial. Just there because it has to be, but my god, they went so hard on it. Metal Gear Rising is a hard game. Come in! I wasn't complaining? Oh yeah. No complaints allowed. Anyone that speaks a single derogatory utterance about the beauty of Metal Gear Rising codec calls is banned. Perma-banned from chat instantly. Throw on that space. I hate it. Having to put on clothes sucks. Yeah, perma-banned. Well, I'll share lists too. I'll share lists with Bruce, and I'll grill Bruce down. I'll make Bruce feel really bad, and he'll pull some strings with Twitch. I'll get your ass hella banned, ultra banned. Just, I need you to fear my power, all right? Because it's serious, and I'm serious. Oh yeah, this place. Yeah, this place sucked. Yeesh. Yep. Yeah, straight to Jeff Bezos. Damn it. A minimap can't help when it's like layered like this. God, this place is a nightmare. Alright, let's figure this out. Ugh. Something going on. Something's chomping and clomping over there. Oh, wait, hold on. Where am I headed? What does it want me to do? Armory. Okay. The door transitioned to Oh, that gave me a heart attack. You fought honorably. I give you a warrior's death. Wow! These ghoul models look really good, though. Whew. You know these ghouls respawn? Yeah, it's kind of new to me, too. Yeah. Okay. We're doing it. Now we're questing. We're really questing. All right. Okay. Calm down. Oh. Got a glowing one. Ooh. Yeah, get him. Such unlabored flawlessness. Yeah, one chop. Huh. Then swip the grip. Unlabored flawlessness. Oh! And then Veronica with the alley-oop. Love to see it. Is that an eyeball? It's an eyeball. Have we done Vault 11 yet? Is that where I am? Which one's 11? Sounds familiar. 3, 22. Maybe not? One with the plants. Oh yeah, okay, I have done that. That one was cool. Did like that one. All with the 2 1s on it. That's what it... I don't know why they make it so hard to remember. stuff. Whoa. Platinum. Oh, 11 is the election experiment? Yeah. That one's really good. Super good twist. Like a good Twilight Zone episode. Yeah, just good stuff. Just solid shit. Love to see it. Oh. Combat armor? Let's see. Let me compare these two. I usually want just like one suit of armor I can put on when it's like he's 10. Con armor 17. All right. Don't need you. Con armor's 10. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Wanted to check. Oh yeah, this place. Yeah, I got in here. I think. What are you telling me to do here? Oh, there we go. Jeez. I'm searching the guy. Alright.
Huh. Figured it'd have more buttons and dials and stuff, you know? Oh well. It's still the electronic equivalent of a disease from Femora.
Experiment for this vault is that they had an extreme surplus of guns and ammo instead of food. Now, if you have a lot of both, then you just have America. I guess that's a default vault. You know what, Veronica, you can handle that one. Donnie, I'm live this time? Wait. Oh snap, I'm live this time? You weren't live before? Anyway, you don't exactly need the same armor to repair others. Your spacesuit can be repaired by the radiation suit. Didn't know that. I've found NPCs to repair, and that's got me mostly covered. I gotta figure out how to get out of this place. Alright. Nope. What? 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 Oh, a really fast transition. I'm gonna be in a bad mood with jams like this on the radio. It's kind of weird that the radio works underground, isn't it? Hey, oh, that's right, this place. Ah, man, this place sucks. One of the most disorienting places. Okay. We want to get there, or there. I guess if I go forward from what I'm looking at. We good? No. Maybe I do want to go upstairs. Maybe I want to go upstairs. Hey. Yeah, this is the part I got to just drop through the floor on. Ah, to Bearded Bard. Thanks for the prime. Appreciate that. Nice job. Good work. Glad we're here together, Veronica. You and me. We're gonna figure this out. We're making some progress, hey? I can smell some fresh air over here. Nope, never mind. Nope. No, just an empty wall. My bad. That wasn't anything. Just a big empty room. Okay. No! Finally got COVID-19. Oh, Nomad, no! I'm sorry to hear that, Nomad. Let's get you some noodle soup. Get some tea. Get cozy. Put on a stream. I realized Twitch streams are the next iteration of like watching The Price is Right, eating chicken soup. Is that kind of like comfort activity? Maybe, may I suggest Price is Right?
Of the midnight ranger.
Man, show rocks. Give people cars. Let all of us kind of feed off of their enjoyment. Just, like suck up their happiness. Yes. I didn't win a car, but it still feels good. Does that mean you're Drew Carey? Man. Maybe someday. I really do feel like, as an entertainer or a comedian, the kind of the biggest job you can have is, I guess, maybe doing a Tonight Show or something like that, if that's even a thing anymore. But like being a game show host seems like it's and the even bigger, like, top of the mountain kind of thing. Like Steve Harvey. Like, you got it, man. You're done. You get to just like experience like joy with happy people over and over again. You get to like share that with everyone. It's like the most pure kind of job, being like a game show host. You just have fun with people who win stuff, so they're like ecstatic, and you just get to like share that. I'm your Drew Carey. Aww. Drew Carey being the default Price is Right host of people makes me feel old. Yeah, there was another era for sure, the Barker years. I kind of remember it almost by the announcers, too. But yeah. I think he's Drew Carey when he gives away those GamePro cards. I guess there are aspects of the stream that are like tinged like that. Yes? Holy shit, I never thought about that. I never explicitly in my head thought that it was game show-esque to do things like VIP or ban or to give away cards. But it is like a microscopic version of that, isn't it? Yeah, Bob Barker, man. I think it's enviable to like have a certain poise and composure and smoothness of character that you can present to people on a routine basis. It's part of being a good host, right? But that's pretty cool stuff. We're betting on a low-speed chase, yeah. Man, if only that could be an actual game show. There have been like it's the, what is it? Like the burn rate is too hot, but boy would it be cool if
over here,
if, like Cannonball Run kind of thing was actually a game show. What? Oh.
I've had worse.
I guess that's The Amazing Race, right? I never watched that show. I'm kidding, you made VIP or band just like a TV show or a bit from UHF. Yeah, you're right. The corny music and everything. I guess it's more like I just never instinctually thought or intellectually thought about it, I should say. It was just instinct. It felt right, so I did it. But I never really thought like, oh, it's like a game show. I guess that was kind of implicit. Game shows need more reverb farts. Everything needs more reverb farts. It's the funniest possible effect. It implies majesty, like you're in the Sistine Chapel or something. You're in the Vatican, meeting the Pope. You're just like, I don't want to meet the Pope with this pressure in me. I gotta let the demon go. All right, let's go talk to what's his name. Veronica wants to bring back a fresh kill, I guess. The manufactured enthusiasm is what breaks game shows for me sometimes. That's the That's the art of the game show and the art of being a good host too, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the fake stuff, not so great. I think that's also the magic of good production is priming people to behave in an energetic but authentic way. And that's probably also part of this casting and screening and stuff. I want to talk to him from the top of his desk. Wearing my spaceman outfit. With my hat. Oh, she's got a spaceman. Oh, there we go.
I hope.
I brought you a present. We found a gun that disables power armor. One of these could defeat the whole Brotherhood. We have to stop limiting our focus to military technology. It won't save us.
That could be the only one of its kind.
That's not the point. Technology won't win our wars. We need numbers, new recruits.
What does the Codex say?
A bunch of closed-minded bullshit.
We do not help them or let them in.
But
We keep knowledge they must never have.
give it a chance. For me. I can't stay here and watch us waste away.
I'm sorry.
We'll die out.
I know.
Come on. I can't listen to this anymore.
I mean, no, you should keep talking. What's that? Like, follow this conversation thread. Alright, I was told to drop a hard save. I will trust.
Welcome, outsider. Welcome. The lockdown has been officially lifted, and everyone seems to be in good spirits. With the surface open to us once again, Hardin's already started talk of sending a force out to attack Helios, but I hope to dissuade him.
I'll see you, comfy
What
wave.
can I do for you? Bye.
Bye.
When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip.
Whole future of New Vegas seems like it's up in the air. Guess I should wait things out before buying a condo in Ultralux, huh?
When he tried to match the ranger with the big
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
I think I ever went through her dialogue trees.
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be. Yeah, I miss him. I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated, but he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
You like the power armor potato sack combo she has? Fetching, isn't it?
It was strange, even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Huh. You forgot Veronica was so closely tied to Elijah? Yeah, it seems like barely hooked in. I don't know. Like, so I guess surrogate grandfather. What? The chaos of life in the Mojave. That kind of adds up. Why not? Am I stoned or did I hear you say she has power over potato salad? Sack. Power armor over a potato sack. Or ensemble. Somebody else in chat was commenting on the fashion forward look.
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow, watch him at work. He did. For years, he fought with the council, taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost his power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How was that different from how any other elder would have reacted? That's a weirdly speculative question. Well, Veronica, what about everyone else on the planet? What would they have done? Huh? Did you think about that? I can imagine at least 4 or 5 other people that would have done that too, maybe.
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
You ever tried to talk some sense into him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
That's pretty cool. I love Kung Pao. Man, people are still quoted and stuff. I live in California now. So maybe I gotta circle back on Kung Pao. Yeah, That's a Lot of Nuts is just classic. I haven't watched that movie since the first time I did, and that was like kind of after it came out on home video. So I remember laughing at That's a Lot of Nuts. And I laughed a lot. Like that shit broke me, actually. That was one of like the first times I was like delirious. But that's kind of it. Like that's the only time in that movie I laughed. So I don't know. It could really go either way right now. It was kind of weird too, because I was like, I don't remember when That's a Lot of Nuts hits, but that's like, it's a fair amount into the film, and I was like, I was watching, I was like, oh boy, this is just not working. I don't know, this is gonna be a long movie. Then that hits, and I'm on the floor, and then like 3 minutes later, I recover, and I'm like, oh boy, okay, maybe that'll happen again, and then the movie goes. Well, anyway, now that I got that Cali weed, I can have the full experience. Anyway, what did you learn from Elder? We're talking about Elder. Elder, what's his name? It just said Elder.
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You asked what I learned from him.
What? Wait, how is that different?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Hold on. So stupid funny. Oh, hell yeah.
I'll take a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts!
It sure is.
That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
Oh, man. Classic.
He just left! With nuts!
A lot of them. A lot, actually. How many? A lot! Classic 2000s humor? Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of deep into smart territory now, huh? Absurd base crass humor is just not it. It's got to be mega smart. We were reflecting on this, actually. How like comedies now, they have to like comment on things. You can't just have somebody like, it can't be The Adventures of Fart Guy. Fartageddon. Fart Guy 5. He's still farting. That doesn't fly anymore. It's got to be like this hidden veiled satire or allegory for something.
Ooh, got any juicy gossip?
Yeah, 13 Layers of Irony. Yeah. It has to comment on itself and other films while being an allegory for the film industry. Shaolin Soccer is pretty funny. God of Cookery. I mean, yeah. Stephen Chow's work is just legendary. He's got a new thing, right? What's his new deal? Oh, they're doing a Kung Fu Hustle too. I don't know if he's directing, though. Or maybe that was just a... Was that like a... Did I get rused? I never saw a story. I just saw like the thing. I saw the image and people were like, ooh. Actor? Get out of here. I mean, he's actually a really good actor. Oh yeah, there's a new King of Comedy. Huh. Huh. Hold on a minute. Oh, I don't want an ad. Get out of here. Nope. Where's my cursor? There we go. I think I watched King of Comedy and I was like, boy, I don't get this. Wow, 1080p 50. All right.
Wait.
God of Cookery was really good. I like that one. It didn't really get like goofy until the end.
你覺得你有機會咩？
我有啊。
永遠都冇啊！
永遠即係幾遠啊？
永遠即係由而家一直到宇宙滅亡，明啦嘛？
咁宇宙滅亡之後咧？係啦，阿媽，阿爸仲嬲緊我啊？
咪話我做老豆嘅唔俾多次機會你，你頭上我話死人都同我燒咗佢。
菜都燒得着嘅咩？
燒唔着我就斬死你！我斬死你！
等等，阿爸你正話跳起嗰下情緒好飽滿啊！你揦起把刀再跳一次，我錄低佢。
呢個係
跳一位，我都係個演員嚟㗎，我都有我嘅夢想㗎。
我冇殺過你。
行行出狀元，我做茄喱啡都係自食其力啊。
Yeah, I guess like
我都係想令到個角色流行。
because yeah, King of Comedy or God of Comedy, it wasn't a comedy. It took me a while to figure that out, which I was kind of primed to expect that after like Shaolin Soccer.
就係呢種人，你憑咩啊？
So it looks like this movie's also like that. I haven't seen Stephen Chow in this though. I'm wondering if this is the same film.
仲要唔死心，周圍喺
It
度。
looked like the same thing was on the trailer.
咩係明？
哎呀，我同你阿爸啊，成日都係擔心你係。
死啲啊！
呢度個個都好中意我。
你以為你只係主角啊？撈個茄喱啡都喺度呃飯食。我個女咧就係唔聽我講，佢都唔係做呢行嘅料。你可唔可以幫我勸下佢咧？
佢好努力，佢會成功嘅。
All right.
幫我同阿爸講，我好愛你哋。
再講一次啊，大聲啲！
你老味啊，走開啦！茄喱啡喺出面落妝㗎。
感唔感動啊？
你老味啊？
咩啊？
感唔感動啊？
Alrighty. Okay. Huh. We directed that, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay, alright. Might be worth checking out. I don't know, I saw, what was it? His kids movie. I was kind of CJ9 or something like that. CJ7, yeah. I was so up on Kung Fu Hustle, I was like, I'm gonna watch anything Stephen Chow directs. Then I watched CJ7 and I was like, maybe I don't need to watch everything. I don't know. Didn't hit for me. Anyway. Interesting diversion, I guess. It's basically the whole movie. Hey, they're gonna sell you on it, I guess. How else is it gonna end? Actually, they didn't really show that. Didn't need a remake? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, whatever. Kuka Burrito, hello. I theorize sometime, maybe there's just cultural overtones to that trailer that don't really resonate. It's what they call a Lunar New Year movie, where they just put out a movie for people to watch during the holiday. Yeah, it seemed like that. Like a feel-good movie. Thanksgiving releases and Christmas releases in the US. Yeah, the only thing it was missing was a lot of nuts. Sufficient lack of nuts. No one was going anywhere with any amount of nuts, as far as I could tell.
See you around.
Alright, goodbye. Alright, let's see. What am I up to here? Did that resolve that quest? Are we done? Oh, yeah. You have to just wait. Let's see here. I think it's a remake.
He wouldn't listen.
Oh, okay.
The truth was right there staring him in the face. How could he not listen?
Just mainland Chinese instead of Hong Kong. Yeah, I feel like I think, didn't Stephen Chow get involved in like politics? He kind of got out of the production or the like movie business for a while, my understanding, because I was trying to follow what he was working on. Anyway, but you just weren't very persuasive. I mean, that's true. Going for it.
Well, I knew he wouldn't listen to me. That's why we went out of our way to find something that he couldn't ignore. But it didn't make any difference. How can I help them when they won't accept it?
Someone else listened to you.
It wouldn't matter. The Elder has final say. The hell of it is he's one of our most progressive members. If I can't get him to agree, it's hopeless.
Where does that leave you?
Work with the followers of the apocalypse, maybe. Put my knowledge to some good use.
Overclicked.
Or I can stay here with the people I care about and do whatever I can until it comes to a slow or sudden end.
You're the only one who can make this decision. No, wait. What? No, what's the Max Brain way? I'm gonna say Max Brain is a rugged individualist, so he would tell her to like, just do your own thing. Fuck these people. He's vaguely involved. Most of his post-2005 productions are mainland funded, so a lot of the earlier satirical elements are now gone. You know, that makes a lot of sense, Ray. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of reading on the topic, but I ought to. I want to understand the Chinese media landscape a little bit better. I know that, like, yeah, the media is censored to a heavier degree over there, so, like, certain things you just can't do. You won't be allowed to. And then, like, figuring out how that can change people's trends or creative careers is kind of interesting. One of his most popular films is From Beijing with Love. It's a great spoof of 007, but some of its critiques of Chinese politics is brutal. Really? Like, from the Hong Kong perspective? It sucks. Having to, like, choose between your beliefs or your career, your creative ambitions. Alright, leaving is your only shot at a future.
There's no getting around that, is there? What would my life be like here, knowing what's to come? They're not gonna like this. We're given a chance when we're young to choose whether to stay. If we do, it's supposed to be for life. But they haven't left me any choice. It's this or a lifetime of scavenging and watching my friends die and losing battles. I guess it's settled then. Let's get going. I'd like to get my mind off all this. And some fresh air would do me some good, right about now.
Okay. We'll weave on out of here. You're gamer of the people, no opinions allowed. Yeah, I wasn't expressing many opinions. I think it's pretty universal to say it's a shame. Speaking of this track, or it's a sin, whatever. When human potential is inhibited. Oh dear.
I heard Veronica talking with the Elder. We won't stand for this.
Veronica just said those things to test you. She didn't mean it.
You're pathetic. Hide behind words all you like, but your cowardice shows through.
It won't be a problem. She's leaving.
Leaving? Into exile? Good. Save us the trouble. But mark me well. Any hint of treachery or thought of return, and we will erase the both of you from existence.
I love you. Yes, I do.
You hire me as your contractor and write me a
whether I should
note.
leave, I guess there's my answer.
For work saying I have dire tasks needed to be done at your company. I really don't want to go to work hungover tomorrow. Well, you can start drinking water.
When you say I love you.
Oh, this is the scene? Alright, let's check this out. What's this? Uh-oh. Okay, now I'm getting canceled.
嘅呢？
呢個時候打靶都有嘅，誒揾路行。唔使，到啦。啊？喂，都幾重手喎。咩事
Don't have opinions? Oh, okay.
冇嘢冇嘢。冇嘢，你都講得出口。
Do I just need to keep shouting, let's go?
咪喐啊！佢哋有咩講清楚喎？得㗎啦。007親自簽字承認走私販賣國寶，罪無可恕，無需審判，即時槍決。翻去！嗱，咪住先嗱，我冤枉㗎！嗱，咪住先嗱，我冤枉㗎！我根本就冇偷睇到國防機密。你哋做人要有啲良知先得㗎。
I know that guy.
係人哋知道我盲㗎嘛？你哋居然屈一個盲人話佢偷睇國防機密咁離譜！改手續，我同阿陳局長都好熟㗎，間唔中係飲下茶添㗎。咪住啊！咪住啊！咪住啊！我老豆就係陳局長，你殺我，我叫佢殺返你㗎。預備，哥，冇啊！冇啊！我咁靚仔，我想死啊！
Selling it. Jesus Christ.
下一個。
You know what, Pop-Tart? You mentioning Takasakaguchi reminds me. I haven't seen Versus in a long time. That would be a pretty wicked movie to watch. I think in a group setting. Especially, I feel like maybe that got around more than I thought it did. Because in retrospect, it is just like a cool dude does a bunch of flips in the woods. That's just straight up what that movie is. Oh, that's okay. I recognize it now. Hell yeah. I think this clip made the rounds on social a while ago. Dude, those. Oh, hold on. There's a Hall of Famer shot. I gotta look this up.
You ready?
Fuck yeah. Okay, hold on. I don't know if there's a better payoff, but hold on. Let's see. Oh man, this is a stupid gang doing flip tricks and stuff. It's parkouring, 3-point landings. It's like the perfect, like, shitty firecracker fizzle. Like, oh, like they were just being thugs on the roof, right? They were just like, yeah, blah, blah. I think they just did something really bad, maybe. Like they just mugged somebody, and then they were up on the roof, just like, just hanging out and being thugs and doing flips. Just, oh, Warzone was such a sick movie. Good stuff. All right. Is there anything left in this one? Hold on. Travolta was the bad guy in that, right? Am I misremembering? Have you seen Taksuyaka's Weapon? No. I haven't watched a whole lot of Takasakaguchi's other work, to be honest. I saw, what is it, Be a Man Samurai School? That was great. Oh, he was the baddie in 04 Punisher. That's right. Tom Jane one. Weird. Man. He would have been... Oh, he should have been the bad guy in Warzone. That would have been sick. God damn it. I'm pissed off now. Now that I've thought of it. Damn. Imagine that. Travolta being an unhinged like fucking New York evil bad guy dude. I gotta catch up on Travolta. He's been doing some stuff. I gotta watch Gotti. Everyone loves Gotti. I gotta watch that. Anyway, let's get out of here.
I think that'd be best. There's a followers outpost up near one of my old scavenging grounds. Used to do some trading with a doctor there. If I work out of there, I'll still be able to keep tabs on Hidden Valley if I needed to. I know that route like the back of my hand. If it's all right, I'd like to head that way. Meet some people, see if I can be of any use.
Didn't want to spoil the scene. The best part of Yakuza Apocalypse. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna save it. But anyone else in chat, feel free to check it out. Codename Devil, thanks for the resub. Love your stream so much. Thank you. Hey, thank you. It is my extreme pleasure. We both stream and provide video games. Folks far and wide. Now I get to just kick back, let the game run itself. Oh, I need water. I need water big time. Hold on. I'm just gonna give you guys chair cam for a sec.
In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more.
Oh yeah. Gonna keep Veronica as a follower. She's such an icon. Maybe. I would like to do other followers quests too. And it seems like most of the follower requests are unlocked by having them in your party and doing stuff. So my plan was to rotate around until I could get all their side quests unlocked. Everyone just standing here in the dark, huh? That's a normal thing to do. Oh my. Oh dear. Let's just go.
What can the followers of the apocalypse do for you today?
This is Veronica, formerly of Brotherhood of Steel. She's interested in joining your cause.
The Brotherhood? Well, this is unusual, I must say, but very welcome. There's certainly a lot we could learn from your technological expertise. Dr. Schiller usually handles placement, and he won't be back until tomorrow. If you could come back then, we can see about your assignment.
Donnie, thank you for the sub. Dr. Schiller here yet?
No, we don't expect him back until tomorrow.
All right. What do you do here?
This is just a site for local followers to pick up assignments and check in. So most of the time we're just taking care of logistics and coordinating with other checkpoints over the radio.
Boone's questline requires you to do some specific things against the Legion while he's in your party, so do anti-Legion stuff with him.
And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today.
Okay. I don't know how to do that. I guess there are like areas of the map that are in Legion control, and I can just wander around them. Just kill random patrols and stuff. I need healing.
I'm afraid I'm not that kind of doctor. I'm a research scientist. You may want to try Old Mormon Fort in Freeside. They should have a doctor on duty.
Oops. The wiki has a list of boon checks. Yeah, I would like to find them organically, but if I get to the point where I've played most of the game and that stuff hasn't popped, then I can start like checking it off a list kind of deal. All right, I gotta wait till tomorrow. What, that's just it? This is the way. I guess it's nobody sleeps here. Damn. What a bed. Gotta do an RP sleep. Yeah, there's gotta be a bed I can use here. Yeah, people like me here. You can soft lock yourself out of Boone's questline by accident. That's cool. Does this just mean you lose karma for sleeping here? I've never actually tried. I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, mermaids. I wanted to watch that, not his usual greatness. Okay. Thought his Journey to the West was hilarious. We found it on YouTube for free. Yeah, Journey to the West movies are typically just a big goofy ride. There's so many. What are you doing? Hey! What? Hey! Jesus. Never been so emasculated. Damn, NPC just shoved me out of the way. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay. Gotta sleep off all these stinky feet. Mac's brain thinks that when you sleep, it's like taking a shower. So every day you wake up and you're clean. There's no reason for him to think this, but he does. In fact, it's kind of really unpleasant for the rest of us. All right, let's go hit up that doctor room. Hello. Oh, cool. There's this octopus scene that fucked me up. Octopus cut off his own tentacles up and ate them. Damn. In the Journey to the West movie? There was some, like, it wasn't Journey to the West, insofar as I could, like, you know, identify the main characters, but it was a movie like that. It was just like a big, goofy, freewheeling, like, adventure comedy with just outrageous special effects and wire work and a bunch of goofy green screen, like just a you know, Journey to the West type film. Oh, it's mermaids. Oh, okay, wow, interesting. All right. I remember watching it on a plane because I was just scrolling through the movies and I was like, that looks sick. There was a part in it where like something happened and then one character was pregnant. I don't know why. And they were all like making fun of them and like poking them in the pregnant belly and be like, oh, you're pregnant. And then they were like, okay, well, I have to go get an abortion. And they're like, okay. Well, we heard that like if you, I don't know, drink the mermaid's tear or whatever, that'll abort the baby. And I was like, the subtitles were pretty chunkily translated, but I was trying to follow them along. So they went to this cave and like drank a thing, and then this like lady's belly deflated, and she's like, yeah. But they had to like, I think they had to fight like a squid monster or something. I want to watch. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, that's not good. Oof, that's quite bad. Dr. Schiller is a pile. It sounds like mermaids? Shit. This might be mermaids. Was I watching mermaids? Damn, okay. And give her the grace and dignity of keeping her coat. I am taking. I gotta take that stim pack. You know I need that stim pack. Okay, well I gotta watch mermaids. Oh shit, they're just right here. Sneak around you here.
Sharing knowledge with an outsider organization. I knew Veronica couldn't be trusted. We tracked your movements a long way, but it was worth to catch her in the act. Passing Brotherhood secrets to outsiders is the lowest form of treason. What have you got to say for yourself?
Wait. That's it. That's oh, that's the best possible answer. All right.
Did you just... How dare you belch in the face of a paladin of the Brotherhood of Steel? In the name of the Elder, I you to death.
Oh shit, I gotta put that armor on. Oh boy, it's gonna get hot in here. Okay. This is the perfect music for what's about to happen. Rape mentats. Cat, what? Oh, the die must have rolled. Oh yeah, I gotta take some mad drugs here. These dudes came to party, and then I just like stick 18 needles in my neck, and I'm... Let's go! Alright, this. A little bit of that on there. Put on the RE5 Wesker glasses. Okay. They don't look as cool as the icon looks, but I'll try. Wait, which ones? Hold on. These? Yeah, we'll go with that. Wait, 5. Was it 6 when he had just the straight up like Matrix shades? When he had like the Matrix coat? No, that was 5. Yeah, when Jill like went feral and blonde. Man, Resident Evil 5 was a trip. Holy shit. You had to shoot the like... There was like some kind of spider bot burrowed into Jill's chest that you had to shoot, and you had to like rip it off of her so that she would go back to normal. Man, what a game. Capcom got away with that. I mean, then everyone fixates on the boulder punching, but boy, 5 got a lot more bonkers than that. Oh, that's pretty bonkers. Never mind. That's pretty bonkers. It doesn't. It's Jet. Gonna need that. Yeah, Med X. All right. Psycho probably. Yup. Salisbury steak. I have like a wad of pills, and then I just like tuck a whole steak down my throat to just plunge it all through. This is like a... What is it? It's like a Hunter S. Thompson day. A cocktail of 18 drugs and then a Salisbury steak. I guess the bottle of scotch. I have to throw that in there. Wait, no. Thompson drinks Chivas, right? I just recently watched Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas for the first time. Never did before. Interesting. Very Terry Gilliam. Yeah, very natural fit.
Trouble.
Right. Whoa, she's going for it. Gonzo riding. Oh, wrong button. And give this person a little unlabored flawlessness. Chop. Oh. Wow, I did a lot of drugs. I just did a lot of drugs for very little reason. Oof. A bunker key. Wait a minute. Oh, down immediate. Boink. Just take their tags. At least you had fun, yeah. Whoop! What? What?
God, I did this. This was my fault. Why didn't I see this coming? Of course they'd track me. Of course they'd assume the worst. Sure, I left them, but that didn't mean I'd ever be free of them. I should have known I was beaten before I began. I had to try, you know?
People are dead because you were careless and selfish. You don't control the people who did this. Oh, no. Bruce.
I don't, do I? If I did, none of this would have happened.
Gooses.
Left a long time ago. Cut my losses before it came to this.
Hello, you cute little waddling birds with your cute little tails. Wiggly little goose tails. Love it. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Let's hold on a minute. Tube. Cute goose. Gimme. Look at this. That's you. Yeah, wiggle the tail. Wait. Hold on. Mom's gonna wiggle a tail. I want to see the tail wiggle. Oh, people love this part. Yeah, there it is. That's the raid. That's what we're looking at. Tag yourself. I would say... This one. Feeling this one right here. That's me right there. I guess I was already here, you know, but whatever. We're all going to the same place. Fallout New Vegas. New Vegas mods are wild these days? Yeah, you can do anything. You can do anything. Oh, she's a rebel now. What did I pick up? Something just straight up disappeared off the floor. little mac and cheese going.
Words spoken. I love you. Yes, I do.
Damn.
I love
Well, yeah.
if you break my heart.
Going there. Oh, got some caps on you. Leave you. Something incinerator. Hey?
It's true. When you say I
What you mean? Wait, do I go back now? Oh, that quest is over. Wow. Ooh. Ah. Oh, no. Ah.
Be sure it's true when you say I.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I had an itch. I got it though. The movie I didn't see everyone ever talk about. Very compelling and funny. Watched it on a flight called Secretly Greatly. About a North Korean lieutenant who has to be a spy in South Korea but plays the village idiot. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna leave that open in on another tab. That sounds like a really interesting concept. Follow up on that. Hey. All right. I was going after it. How many hours have you packed into this game? If I don't run it through Steam, I don't think Steam counts.
So be sure it's true. When you say
Is there a way to see play stats? That's usually in there somewhere, right? Drop a save and look at the load screen. Oh, okay. Ugh. Ah. 53. Powers. I have a knack for playing these games pretty slowly, though, it seems. I just stop to talk to chat a lot. I poke around a lot. To wit. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna bid farewell to Veronica for now.
Listen, but at least I got the chance to try.
She's talking.
At least I know for sure that there was nothing I could do. Thank you for giving me that chance. He was dead when I got there.
Oh wow, she's got all this talking to do. You want the extension of Veronica's story, kind of? Dead Money is next up. Oh, okay.
It pays like ass, but it's hard to get other work with my
Kind of weird to have
set.
this dialogue after
What do you want to know?
she's very definitively split from the Brotherhood of Steel, but whatever.
Good question. These days, it's hard to say. Once upon a time, it was about technology, controlling it so it couldn't destroy us again. Energy weapons and power.
I don't have a favorite faction yet, but
although
I do need to go. I haven't done any quests for the Kings.
But that also
so I need to go there.
So limited now. We haven't grown or adapted.
Just talk to them.
And now
That's
we're
probably
stuck
what I'll
in
do
a
next. Yeah.
Not carrying out our mission. More sexual favors than I can even count. I am still tired from it. No, actually, you're born into it. My parents, their parents, so on.
Weird like me.
When you're young, you can choose to leave, but it's home, so most people don't. We don't take on new members, really. You can do the math on our long-term prospects based on that point. I keep hoping we'll change that. I'm a procurement specialist. Like I said, it's basically grocery shopping, except sometimes the groceries are scavenged parts and arcane technology. The elder who brought us to the Mojave, Father Elijah, usually had me looking for these old memory units, but he'd never tell me what they were for. Nowadays, I'm usually sent to do business with traders at places like the 188, but sometimes I think it's just to keep me out of everyone's hair.
Do you like being a member?
I know sometimes I sound like I don't. I know. But there's something that still rings true to me about our code. There's an honor to it. We're protecting people, even if it's from themselves. It's a good cause. We just lose sight of the big picture sometimes. Treat all our practices with the same sacredness.
It was 11 when they walked out in the street.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that. Yeah, yikes on this dialogue. Yo. Is there a way to not resolve it that way? Seems like it goes that way regardless.
Ah, the Codex.
The Codex!
If it's in there, we have to abide it. If it's not important. The documents are
the Codex.
Part of what scribes like me do is update it. I wonder. Nah, they'd probably catch it if I rewrote the Founder's axioms.
Oh, you can tell her to stay with the Brotherhood, and she does? But really, I got those people killed. My rugged individualism has claimed more people. That's okay, they were sheep. If they were rugged individuals like me, they would have simply shot everyone and stayed alive.
No. We only protect people from themselves, and only in the sense that we don't let them have the really good pre-war toys. And sometimes it's more like we protect ourselves from them and hope to outlive them and become humanity's sole heirs. We've had people go rogue, though, and start helping people. One chapter had a small civil war over it. We take our isolationism seriously.
Lame. Yeah, I thought Brotherhood of Steel was supposed to be pretty cool. They seem pretty rad in like Fallout 1 and 2, but I get maybe that's just because they had the power armor. And they seem to be one of the only factions that were just like trying to do something constructive, but maybe that wasn't it. Maybe because they they even made a spin-off game. That was a Fallout 3 reference. Oh, about the Codex? Or is it something else? Power armor is the only alluring thing about the Brotherhood. Everything else is a little questionable. Yeah. I guess you didn't get... Maybe I don't remember getting to know their ethos very well. Civil 1 and... Fallout 1 and 2. Remember them being pretty isolationist of Fallout 1 and 2. Yeah, maybe it made more sense because things were way more, like, Mad Maxy at that time. Do you want a shrink-wrapped copy of the Bible game for the original Xbox? River Salmon, thank you for the sub. Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll take it. I have an Xbox. We could all learn about the Bible? I'd be curious to know now, like 20 years on, what my conservative Christian upbringing has drilled into my brain. What's still rooting around in there. Who is Father Elijah? Oh boy, this is all... This is ancient history at this point.
He was our elder when we came east. A wizard with technology, really. His mind just worked that way, naturally. I learned a lot from him. But he started having disagreements with the other elders. The Brotherhood's interest is in old technology. He wanted to explore developing new tech. And there were other ways he wanted to push, other weapons, ones with ethics questions attached. Rather than deal with him, they sent him east.
Why is this dialogue new? I just never listened to it in the first place. Why is the Brotherhood in Nevada?
It was a dam, really.
Nevada.
We'd heard rumors it was working. Figured we could claim it, put it to use. And it may also have been partly that our elder at the time had worn out his welcome. Didn't end up mattering. We got sidetracked at Helios 1, and the NCR took the dam in the meantime. We're still after it, though. In theory.
How do you feel about the other members?
I called them family before. That's not far off. Both the good and the bad. It's like a big, unending family reunion in that bunker. There's people you love, people you'll never speak to again, and it's always awkward when you run into someone you used to date.
What's it with Bethesda and cults? Even in Skyrim, it seems like there were so many different cults. I wonder about that. Like in an area that has no sort of broad guiding cultural influence, people would split off and kind of... Yeah, Jace, exactly. Yeah, people theoretically probably would come up with a lot of weird stuff. Makes me wonder, how many cults were just thriving? How common were they back in the day? I guess the day being like 200 years ago. Damn it. All right, I got a thigh itch. Man, what's going on? Oh, that felt good though. Throw that out there in case anyone was wondering. That felt pretty good. Damn it. All right. I'm just going to check and make sure that there's
What's up?
There was another conversation tree. Yeah, tell me about yourself. What are your goals?
I want a dress.
Dress?
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
Oh, culture video game friendly? Yeah. It allows you to, like, designate a group of NPCs that, for, like, fashion reasons can all be very similar. Like wearing hoods or helmets or masks. You don't have to make a million different faces. And then, yeah, it lets you create an entire class of crazy people that you could just shoot at, loot, etc. That's your goal? You want a nice dress.
Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies before the war, they knew what they were doing.
Interesting. Tell me something else about you.
Can I make it up?
Yeah, she's snarky, huh? Got that snark. That 2010 snark. Do you have any other family in the Brotherhood?
Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time.
Oh, there's a reward if you get her address? Oh, I'll keep an eye out then. That's cute.
Like what?
I love that stuff. Unmarked. I like it when little things like that are unmarked. Just acknowledgements that you're like paying attention and can do things within the game set.
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Ever been in love? Weird.
Ever been nosy?
Yeah.
I was. Once.
Okay, good.
We were pretty young, but
I'll just leave it there.
I like to think it was love.
What happened? Weird.
She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
Creepy. You didn't go with her?
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while.
Maybe taking Boone's beret off of him. No. Does he ask you about it?
Like what?
Are you well respected among other members of the Brotherhood? It's a good question to ask after killing 4 of them.
If you take trying to keep me as far away from Hidden Valley as possible because I ask too many difficult questions as a sign of respect, oh yeah. That's not to say I don't get along with them. I just think they don't know what to do with me sometimes.
Yeah. This is the peril of, like, interactive narrative RPGs. You gotta watch out for this stuff. Ah, it's a lot of work. Holy moly.
Like what?
There's some place you wanted me to take you.
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work. Sure.
Alright. Well, you can do that from the single room in the Lucky 38. Peace out.
Why does everyone always say that?
Yeah, whatever.
Nice. Can I order room service?
No. 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 If you find a sarsaparilla cap with a star on it, you can order all the room service you want. Get to work. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do king shit. And I'm gonna pick up Boone? I'm unlikely to run into... I feel like I'm unlikely to run into Legion doing errands for the Kings. I need to get my radiation poisoning. Yeah, oof, all my drugs wore off. Damn. Right before I got to the strip, too. Good timing. If you go work for the Kings, you'll pick up Rex. Okay, I guess. Sick name. What the fuck? Okay. How many blue stars you got? Not many. Like maybe 1 or 2. Really not that many. What are they called? Oh, 10. Maybe that's enough to get more lore. More lore from old Dusty Nuts, whatever his name is. Don't look. Look at your Bibles. That's why I gave everyone those pocket Bibles, so that we could all consult the good word when we're tempted by women with their very natural features, which are normal and natural and not sexualized at all. But that's, you know, that's why we all have the Bibles. Okay. Wait. No, I don't. Hey. Get rid of the Kings. A really colorful crew of PCs in this game. Alright. Yeah. Just gonna go hang out with the Kings. Gotta get to Veronica. Free sight-ish. Laptop's battery's at 69. Can I get it nice? Nice. Nice. It's actually proven that your laptop runs the best when the battery's at 69%. That's when all the electrons flow right, flow good. 100% too much. 0, way too little. 69 though. Nice. Yeah, it's just right down here, yeah. Love that there's a gang of Elvises. Elvis gang. Nick Zilla, thanks for the Prime. Thanks for being you and making my day better with your content. Aww. Thank you. That's some good fuzzies. I just like video games. I consider myself blessed to be able to share them with people. Alright. Get on in there. They already like me.
Some nut attempted to kill the head of one of Mr. House's families recently. Whoever did it is either crazy or has balls the size of Freeside. Hey there. You should stop by Freeside more often.
Hey, you should come by more often. There's Sweet Lips. Haven't seen you around.
Hey there. You should stop by Freeside more often.
Oh. Oh. Too much hair gel.
Squatters aren't
It's through your skull.
But then when did they ever happen?
Makes you nauseous. Oh, there he goes again. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Seen it a million times. That's so fucking beer pong setup. Excellent. Right, stairs.
Whew. Can't wait to hit the Wrangler tonight. Just me and my favorite girl.
Set it. Beer bottles on the floor. This place rules. I always figured this was gonna be where Mac's brain really belongs. Sergio.
You want your hair done too? No. The Kings are many. And their hair must be perfect.
God. You would be a vital member in society in research culture if you could do hair. I want to see that squib. I mean, look at that. You gotta stop looking at me, man. Ugh. Pretty good. Alright. Sex dungeon. Got it. It's where they go to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and make out.
20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with
okay, maybe it's the other way. Alright. You're gonna throw up on me, are you? Oh, wait, I've been here.
The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet.
Things have been a lot better since you helped with those soldier boys. Thanks again. So, what can I do for you?
Building is interesting. What do you know about it?
Near as I can tell, it's some sort of religious institution. Oh, I know it says school out front, but everything in here seems to be related to the worship of some guy from back in the day. People used to come here to learn about him, to dress like him, move like him, to be him. If that's not worship, I don't know what is.
Tell me more about him.
Not a whole lot to tell. There were only a few books left in here when we found it, and those were rotted away. There were some posters left that were pretty well preserved, which is how we know all this stuff was based on the same guy. The thing of it is, we don't even know what his name was. All the posters just referred to him as the King.
And that's where you got the name from.
Well, that and the giant sign outside. This place could have been the King's House of Dog Chow, and I still would have taken the name. But I like to think I keep the memory alive.
This was a school. What was taught here?
As far as we can tell, the guy that
we're in Baz Luhrmann hours now.
The coolest of the cool, and taught other people how to be more like him. People would come all around.
I really enjoyed Elvis.
How to sing, dance, dress.
I think Lerman films can be a little jazz handsy sometimes, a little too much for my taste. But Elvis was really good. It's stylized, but not eye-rollingly so. And there's some really cool things they do with the music. We'll watch Love of the Moulin Rouge. Yeah, it's not as like showbiz, not as bohemian as Moulin Rouge, thank God. But it's still quite good. It's not quite as heavy. It's not like a very traditional musical either. Like songs will sort of weave into and out of sequences, but there's very few just like there's no hard like it's song time is over kind of things. It's just kind of like a rise and a fall of a score, which I thought was really cool. No, Steph loves Halloween stuff too. Let's see here. If you have a Joann's near you, they have spooky stuff out. What? Okay. I'll remember that because yeah, she usually keeps her ear to the ground when the Halloween stuff hits the deck. So it gets picked over pretty quick in LA. But thanks for the heads up. I'll let her know. Yeah, it's not a traditional musical. It's interesting though. It's like, and the movie itself kind of makes this illusion. It's kind of a superhero story because the way that they frame it is that Elvis just has a power, right? He's got a skill and an ability. He's able to just affect people, which is kind of true. And the movie's also, I think, on the intellectual side, very clear about the influence of black music on Elvis. Have you seen A Star Is Born? Yeah. Yeah, that movie was awesome. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm just texting Steph so I don't forget. She's was watching Flavor of Love season 2, which I've never seen Flavor of Love before, and that's a hell of a show. I missed the wave of reality at its like peak trashy, which seems to be the like 2013, 2012 era.
Something like that, yeah. There were some working tapes here when we first got here, so we know what he sounded like. Sadly, they stopped working a few years back, so I sold them to a junk merchant who was passing through. Otherwise, I'd play some for you. All the outfits you see my guys wearing around were originally found in here too, along with more hair gel than you can shake a stick at. Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Huh, look at all this stuff to talk about. Hold on a second.
All right. I'll see you later.
I need to either kill my radio or turn off the radio that's in here. Because it kind of drives me low-key insane. I think it's just played over the speakers in this place. Yeah, I think it's just ambient in here.
Some nut attempted to kill the head of one of Mr. House's families recently. Whoever did it is either crazy or has balls the size of Freeside.
You love my cyber plant? Thank you. I like that plant too. I just had to trim one of the leaves. I hope that works okay. It was like, you could kind of see that like some rot was crawling up of it and the base was like really wilted. So I snipped it and just stuck it back in the dirt and gave it some water. I think that's how these work. They just jam them in dirt. But it might also die big time, so we'll see. I didn't stick it in very deep. That's what she said. Whatever. Anyway, Joe. Hello.
What can the king do for you?
Get back to this conversation tree. Where'd you get the robot dog?
I got Rex here from a salvager a few years ago. He was a little dinged up when I got him, but one of the followers fixed him right up.
That pup. Something wrong with him?
He's been acting peculiar for some time now. I took him to the followers and had him checked out, and they said his brain is bad or something.
You got a bad brain. Got a bush brain. What's your birthday? You're fucked up. Hell yeah. Happy birthday, Joe. Hopefully you've had a good one or are having a good birthday. I got beef brain. Oh, I gotta go back to, oh man. Hidden Space Outlaw. What a game. I gotta go back to that. Can they do anything?
No. They said they don't have the tools to help him.
An installed beef brain blocker. You gonna be okay?
For now. but they said eventually he's gonna get worse. I don't know what to do.
These are the cute boxes I got from Joanne's. Click on this. Boxes. Oh, little bat boxes. Okay. Those are cute. Stuff does like bats. Those are kind of like realistic bats, though. She tends to like spooky things that just have just a sprinkle of cute, but she might still like that. She can love, or she can definitely use like more storage and stuff. Hey, Mystic Smokers, been fun. Came here from Bruce's stream, but I'm taking off now. It's 2:30 in the morning. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Can I help somehow?
I don't know. Maybe. If you found a way to help my poor Rex here, I'd be much obliged.
Oh, I'm the perfect person to tinker with your robot dog's brain.
Over at the old Mormon fort north of here. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did.
They have plenty of cute, just trying to organize. Okay. Oh, geez. What a great quest line name. What can you tell me about Freeside?
To understand Freeside, you have to look back a few years. Originally, we were all just tribes making a living in this area. That all changed when Mr. House came around. He made an offer to the 3 biggest tribes that were willing to listen to him. Today, everyone calls those tribes the 3 families, and they live in luxury and run their own casinos in the Strip. The rest of us were left to fight over the crumbs, living in the shadow of those more fortunate. Things got pretty nasty for a while, but we wanted more, a place of our own, a place where no one could tell us what to do, and we didn't want to go elsewhere to find it. So we took control of this place and made it our own. That's really all Freeside is, the best of a bad situation.
Look at that dog's face. Yeah. I love that they walled his eyes out a little bit to show you that he's got beef brain. Stupid dog. Oh my god. I went to Bruce's place today, and I got to play with Frida a little bit. I love it. Oh, Frida's the best dog. So stupid. So adorably dumb. I love dogs that almost don't understand. Like, they don't even understand they're alive. That's kind of it. Like, you know how you can get overwhelmed sometimes? Like, sometimes a lot of stuff's going on, a lot of people talking to you, blah, 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 and you're just like, oh, and you're kind of in that state for a little bit when you just kind of sensory overload. With Frida, with Bruce's dog Frida, merely existing in the same room with her is that all the time. She's just always just like, she knows she's happy, but like everything else is just shocking and confusing. It's the best. Now that is a beef brain dog. Absolute and an absolute sweetheart on top of it. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about. This beef brained pooch right in front of me. All right, let's get back. Tell me about the Kings. I'm just reminiscing about a cute doggo.
We're different than other
rubber
gangs.
belly.
Not
So
just
good.
because we dress better. We're not just a group of thugs looking for our next fight. The Kings are about an idea, you see.
Yeah.
Where every man is free to follow his own path.
Rugged
his own
individualism.
thing. Where every
The
man
Max
is a
Brain
king
way.
in his own right.
So why isn't everyone in Freeside in your gang?
We've tried to pass our philosophy on to the people of Freeside, but not everyone is ready to be a king.
I'm already a
The
king,
kids
baby.
love us, but the old-timers tend to shy away and keep to themselves, and they probably couldn't pull off the look anyway. As for the others, some people just plain don't respect others, and that's a no-no. If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's lack of respect.
Yeah, fuck yeah. If everyone's a king and you don't disrespect the king. Yeah, king is actually kind of based, big time. I'm in.
Whoa there. Not just anyone can be a king. First of all, we usually only accept people native to the area.
Well, hold on now.
Second, I have to approve, and I don't.
Ooh.
You haven't shown me you've got what it takes to be a king yet. But if you're fixing to join something fierce, stick around. And if you play your cards right, things might change.
Oh, yes. Well, the king line delivery, it's perfect. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's really good. It's so easy for, like, Elvis knockoffs to be too much, you know? But this is just, like, just the right amount. And it feels natural. It's got the swagger. It's got the confidence.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
There's some really good lines in Baz Luhrmann's Elvis, too. That's a little more high-strung, for obvious reasons, but it's great. Oh, it's so good.
Ask away.
I ask. The Strip? Come on. Oh, so I could just, like, drop the favor for a membership card? Now you're supposed to give me a quest, dog. Whatever.
Normally, we don't let outsiders join. I think I can make an exception in your case. I like one of the guys spread the word. From this day forward, you're one of us, and no one in Freeside will mess with you if they know what's good for them. In addition, if you want to do something about that hair of yours, talk to Sergio. I'll let him know you're coming. Perhaps more importantly, you've earned the right to wear something a little more stylish. Here, wear it proudly.
Yeah. Get that shit off. Oh wait, hold on. Let me check out these glasses first. Yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, those are kind of the Wesker shades, aren't they? 1 second. Albert Wesker. Damn it! How is this photo so small? I want a 25 megapixel image of Wesker. They're all thumbnails. Holy moly. Okay, let's try to do it. Okay. Man, what a cool dude. Stop it. There. That's a cool guy. Damn. Use the zipper. The fucking carbon fiber jacket. What the hell? It's dumb. 5 minutes.
I thought those tin cans of Mr. House's were tough before. Have you seen the shit?
Alright. Thanks.
They can do now?
Yeah. Cool guy. Okay, this is sick and all, but downside. I can't see my cool abs and curated chest hair.
What can the king do for you?
You tell me about Pacer?
Pace?
Pacer.
He and I grew up together around
Pacer.
here. We've been through a lot together. There's no man I'd rather have at my side in a pinch. Don't judge him too harshly for trying to get some caps out of you. He probably took you for a squatter, looking for a place to settle down. There have been a lot of people moving into the area lately, and it's got some people riled.
Who does? Cameron?
Can't blame him myself.
Who's Cameron?
There's only so much to go around.
He hip-hopifies your house. Okay. Oh, cool. They get to decorate Nellie's house.
No, they're making woman's house like hellified.
Oh, Nellie is the hip-hop artist?
Yes, they're
okay.
Nelly.
It's not Nellie's house. Nellie is the designer now.
No, he's not even the designer. House, like, it's weird because they're.
So Nellie's not involved? She just likes Nellie and wants Nellie fashions in her home? That's what we're doing? Fan of Nellie.
Not like super fan.
Okay.
That's her favorite.
A middling fan of Nellie, but that's her favorite.
Come to her. Now, painting her house Nellyville. No, not.
Nellyville is not the name of a color.
But it is though.
You can't
They're
paint.
making it Nellyville. They actually made it.
That's a pretty good neon sign, though.
It's a repeat in that woman's apartment.
Yeah.
In the year of our Lord 2020. This is a new show.
Oh, it's new? Oh. I thought you were poking around in like 2010's MTV.
Oh.
Okay. Weird. Okay, cool. Well, hip hop my house.
People are wearing that. COVID hip.
Cool.
Somebody has a Nelly apartment in Los Angeles. They filmed got a Nelly apartment.
Oh, we gotta go look for it. It's an apartment?
It's an apartment. Actually put Nelly's feet back of those. Because the apartment complex looked like the. By the way, the design. It's not good.
Okay, cool. Damn. Nellyville.
It's right here.
Yeah? When you guys getting the house hip-hopified? Can we submit ourselves to be on the show?
You had to submit, yes, you had to say what your favorite pop artists were. Like, your house, actually put, like they put shit on the wall, like Cookie and, like actual,
Yeah, Bert.
tea.
Bert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those noises.
Awesome.
Oh, this is bad. This is a bad design show. Bad design show. Bad.
Just paint over it if you need to.
Bad.
It's easy.
Bad.
Awesome.
Not on the wall.
I would just, jeez. I would throw out Aesop Rock. Like, what are you gonna do? Just gonna put books everywhere? Pretty much it. Oh, Wu-Tang would be sick though. I can't imagine what that space would look like. If you did Beastie Boys, it'd just be like a New York alleyway, just brick and pipe and stuff.
Like this. I'm gonna have to make this bad.
It's just like the fella said. Tell me quick. Ain't love a kick in the head.
Hey, it was kind of like the wall. And they were like, this and he's so there's a thing about that. And okay, we don't need to know.
Jeez.
Something horrible went on.
Yeah. It just starts. Oof. Yeah. They just lounge around and read books.
There's me, but I don't really like talking about myself.
Oh, no worries.
There's Julie Farkas and the other followers down at the old Mormon fort.
Man.
The Garrett twins up at the Wrangler deserve mention. Wouldn't be right not mentioning the Van Graffs.
I want my PC case to be hip-hopified.
The overall scheme of things, there's
sort of like a turntable on top.
Just don't tell them I said that. Who all did you want to know about?
Like, you know how there's people put like waifus and stuff in their PC cases? Yeah, Pimp My Case, exactly. You could have like a little rotating platform with like a breakdancer on it. Some dude doing head spins. You could put little dudes on the case fans and stuff, so when like when the fans spin up, there's like a dude doing head spins and stuff. I can do this. I can do this shit. Not that hard. Not that hard at all. That'd be awesome. I don't know about the ones on their sides though. There's not a whole lot of breakdancing moves where you're like twirling like a torpedo. You got a Nelly blanket, everybody. Nelly blanket. I made a blanket with Nelly's face on it. Steph's yelling this from the other room. Looks like a country quilt, says reports. Nelly blanket, country quilt. Look. Steph's questioning the practicality of a Nelly blanket. That's a reasonable question, I think.
Julie represents.
Oh, tell me about Julie Farkas.
The apocalypse. They're a group that tries to help people out whenever they can, so we get along just fine. If you ever need to get patched up, one of their
Who's a modern exhibit? Mr. Beast? I don't know.
They sell supplies too, or used to. Heard they were
popular renovator.
Stuff in, or keeping up with the demand, or something lately. Did you want to know about anyone else?
A U2's figure? Huh. We had action figures. Bruce could be wearing or riding a giant goose, whistle in hand, and wearing the train hat. For you, my husband said a cyber visor and a power glove. Thought you'd be wearing Neo's jacket. Perfect. You guys have nailed it. $1 million seller right there. I guess I'm not a hip-hop simp. I like the music, but I would never just buy a blanket or the like with their face on it. Yeah, you need like a comforter that's been airbrushed with like Tupac's face or something. Excuse me, Vanilla Ice, yeah. A fresh airbrush of Vanilla Ice. Jeez. What's the modern equivalent of Vanilla Ice? I don't know. That might be a little cutting. Calling out people. Oh, Machine Gun Kelly? Jamiroquai? What? No, Jamiroquai's legit. Macklemore? Macklemore's pretty legit too. But yeah, maybe Macklemore.
Them twins run the Atomic Wrangler, the only working casino here in Freeside. It's become pretty much the place to go around these parts. Give it a whirl when you've got some time.
6ix9ine maybe?
Yeah. Was there anyone else you wanted to know about?
Said that shit got too real. Trying to think of somebody now. Lack of talent is unique with Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice had some good phrases. He just like... He was just an also-ran kind of... And he was trying to be hard. And everybody was just like, come on, man. Why are you rapping about shells falling and shit? Just because you have a fade? Stop that. Like, it was... I think that was kind of it. And so he was pretty eye-rolly, but he could dance. And I thought his... Oh, he stole music? All right. Oh, you're talking about MTK. Never mind. We're the Van Graffs.
They're a family-run business from out west that deal in weapons mostly. A word of caution, though. They're not a friendly bunch. Not at all. Their store is just past the Wrangler and sells all kinds of fancy weapons that most people around here can't afford. Anyone else you wanted to know about?
It's a skinny on Mick and Ralph.
Mick and Ralph sell all sorts of things at a small store over by the East Gate. They've done all right by us, and they'll do all right by you. You want to know about anyone else?
If you can't enjoy the ridiculousness of Vanilla Ice, can you really enjoy anything in life? Well, yeah. I mean, I think also at the time, too, hip-hop was like... I don't think I had a phrase. It was trying to achieve legitimacy in the public eye, I think. West Coast hip-hop had caused it to have an association with, like, crime and stuff. The Element. Which is like legitimate. That musical movement was legitimate, but I don't know. It was kind of seen as weirdly propped up around that. Recently noticed how dated some Sugar Hill Gang songs are. Oh yeah, yeah. Pretty much. You go before like the late '80s. Yeah, everything before that is pretty wholesome, I guess.
Sure thing. What'd you have in mind?
Pretty basic. All right. I seem to have said everything.
All right. I'll see you later.
I shouldn't talk like I'm a scholar, though. There's so much that I haven't listened to, so much I don't know. All right, let's go talk to Farkas. Let's fix old Rex. Now card-carrying member of the Kings. I guess I thought there'd be more quests.
All your
I don't know why.
needs.
They did a song called Apache that does stereotypes of Native Americans? Are you talking about the song Apache?
Hello.
Damn. You're not who I'm here to talk to, though. It's Julie.
Smoke rising from the east.
Look at your Bibles.
Trouble.
Look at your Bibles, kids.
I hope the Legion isn't on the move. Rex? It breaks my heart every time I see him. He's such a good dog.
Wait, I told my friend I would try to hit on a girl, calling her a slick dolphin, and the look I got. You gotta like, yeah. Slick dolphin, perfectly proportioned. Babe, your portions are perfect. Proportions, excuse me.
Yes, a few months ago. We had to tell him
like
there
a
was
dolphin.
nothing we could do.
You can't heal him?
No, Rex's condition is way beyond anything we can handle. He requires brain surgery and some sophisticated cybernetics work, too.
I could do that. There's no chance he'll ever get better?
I didn't say that. While no one here has that kind of expertise, I do know of one man who might fit the bill. There's an old scientist named Dr. Henry who reportedly specializes in this sort of procedure. He'd probably be your best bet. Last I heard, he was living up in Jacobstown, far to the northwest.
Yeah, the texture seam isn't the best, huh?
No problem.
But don't let that confuse you, because this is natural.
What seems to be...
Radiation.
That's easy. Hold still. This should flush those rads out quickly.
I also am addicted to drugs. So if you could just take care of that while you're in there.
Else? You don't show...
Oh, never mind.
Any...
Goodbye. Okay, you can stop reading your Bibles now. Or I keep doing that. Actually, if you want to. God, I used to just sit in my room and read the damn Bible. Because I grew up religious. Pain in the ass. This shit is so boring.
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
I read through like Exodus and Deuteronomy. It's pages and pages of like lineage. Back then I was a completionist still, so I was like, no. Gotta read the whole thing. I can't believe that they left some of that stuff in, but they took like all the good shit out. Man, no eye for like audience entertainment. We want angels boning down on people, not Methuselah begat Reelzebub begat. Some of these names, man. Don't need it. Like pages and pages. Look at this smarmy guy. Love it.
What can the king do for you?
Come here, you know. Wait, I'm not gonna go find that person? Oh, never mind.
She said, what? Why didn't she just say so when I was there? Actually, come to think of it, I was pretty angry when I went down there. I vaguely recall something about upending a few tables, maybe knocking out one of her doctors. Anyway, that's incredible news. Only thing is...
My Torah portion for my bar mitzvah was literally just the names of tribes of Israel for like 15 minutes.
To keep things settled here. You seem to be awfully interested in my boy Rex here, and you've done some good work for me already. I'll tell you what, you promised to get Rexy here to that doctor, and I'll lend him to you. What do you say?
There is something fascinating about how, like... Okay. I think I can say this because it's more of a dopey observation than anything else, but there is something kind of fascinating about the eldritch history of Judaism. Like just ancient traditions. Going back so far that like you just got best guesses for the history of it. Just from like deep antiquity. That shit is awesome.
I can't thank you enough. Now, there's a few things you should know about old Rex here if you're going to be traveling together. First, he hates rats. Can't stand the things. Giant rats, mole rats, doesn't matter. He catches a whiff of one, and he's off like a shot after him. He's normally pretty obedient, but you might have to chase him some if he goes after one of the little varmints. Second, he doesn't like hats, or the people wearing them. Don't ask. I have no idea why. Maybe because it rhymes with rats. That should be it. Other than the occasional bad spot when his brain starts hurting him, that is. But I'm hoping you'll see to that. I wish you both luck. Take care of my Rex now, you hear?
Brain all beefed up.
This is your new master. Protect him as you would me.
Bork. Wait. Hey, Demon Rend. This is my first playthrough of New Vegas, yeah.
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
Chill, bro. Chill, bruh. But, I decided to sex it up a little bit. Check this out.
The head of one of
Those abs, huh? Nice feet.
Is either crazy or has balls the size of Freeside.
Just some guys hanging out. Oh yeah, my hair. Let me get my hair done. Yeah, there's some mods going on. Alright, Sergio.
Ah, you returned to me a king yourself. It would be an honor for me to do your hair. That is why you are here, yes? Wonderful. Then let's begin making a whole new you.
Oh, aw. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. That's a bit disappointing. I was hoping that it would be like a special haircut that I could only get. I guess it's this. Oh, why is no on top? Alright. We're brothers now.
Hey.
I'm wearing a hat. It's good hair. Good. Oh, yeah. Talk to. Oh, stupid dog. How you feeling, boy? Still working on getting you fixed. Usually means something else. Goodbye. Love it. Cute dog. Stupid dogs are the best. There it is. There's the song that's been dedicated to this stream. Ooh. Letting off a little pressure there. Totally normal. Alright. You and me, Rex. We're gonna go far. Very ominous sound. A weird thing. Don't you think? Like... Oh, because I turned the radio off. Okay. That's weird. I can't select the... I can't select the radio station that's playing Jingle Jangle. I want my Jingle Jangle. No jingle time tonight. Oh, Jacobstown. Right.
It can be found.
But I already went over there then. Ooh. Oh. Calamity's not feeling too good.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I was told to come to you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them.
Goodbye.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Search for an exceptional canine brain among Caesar's Legion. Among the Fiends. I can audition dog brains? Where are the Fiends? Scrapyard, I guess? Yeah, that's the Legion. Everything else? Can't replace his brain? Wait, then what am I doing? What am I gonna do with the brain I get? Oh, okay. Brain when I'm older to get. I want an exceptional dog brain. Because Rex is worth it. Oh, see you, Firecloud. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good night. Ooh, Arakasa. Thanks for the prime. Alright, is there a good boy to steal here? Oh. Are you a good boy? bizarre.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening.
Those are just buns.
Just in. Scavengers
That's
report
just a
holding
butt.
individuals moving around Hidden Valley
What are you doing?
after dusk, but
Do
have
it.
been unable to identify them
Rex?
due to low visibility.
Don't do anything to that.
In
Don't
addition,
sniff that butt.
refugees
Don't you do it, Rex.
in Bitter Springs are giving startling
Nope.
accounts
Hey.
of the legate
Hey.
known as
Hey.
Lanius, who is
Hey, hey.
said to be Caesar's top field commander. One refugee told us the legate took over
We're gonna go over here, Rex. We're gonna go over here.
a squad of troops
All right.
by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone.
More civilized.
The legate then ordered a tenth of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was a pain. You know,
Violetta seems like a good dog brain.
my program would be awfully dull.
Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. What you all cheeked up for?
Coming up for you right
You would guess butt cheeks would probably deflate when you pass away.
about love.
Right? Like deflate like balloons. Violas makes him faster. Ray gives him more health. And Legion Dog gives him more attack. Interesting. I'm okay with Speedy Dog. I feel like that might actually be more important. Is that
You hear there was some kind of shootout at one of them casinos on the... Is there something else I can do for you?
Boy, Calamity, that's not a dignified pose you got going on back there.
Very well. Show me what you brought so that I can analyze its potential.
Oh, he tells you.
Big brain on this one.
Big one.
All right, let's see.
Squishy.
Damn. Heavy amounts of the chemical.
Oh, it tastes like cottage cheese.
Present. Transplanting this brain will make Rex faster than he was before.
Let's do it.
Have a seat. This will take a while.
Unshakable tracker perk. All right.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Oh. Borkin, huh? How you feeling? Bork. All right, good stuff. You're certainly looking better.
My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep.
I want to take a closer look at you. Wonder what's in here. Oh, okay. Examine the painting of the bull on Rex's side. The paint, though weathered and faded. Oh. I didn't click. Examine Rex's brain case. Fresh and healthy. Mechanical parts. Painting the bull. In addition to Rex's bodywork. Okay. Alright. Stop examining Rex. Good boy, Rex. Bye. So, does every companion has a side quest? Do I get to learn more about Rex if I keep Rex around? Because I wouldn't mind doing that. Is this Rex anymore? Oh, it's the dog of Theseus. Where's the Pat Rex option? Good point. Look at us. When Dad says he doesn't want a dog.
As though there were no tomorrow.
3 days later. Alright. There we go. Oh, there we go.
Take me.
Look at us. He's going to Walmart. It's two knuckleheads. Two knuckleheads going to Denny's.
Make me forget my
Oh, that's it for Rex's quest? Okay. Yeah, I was wondering where it would go. He's barking at me. Hey, 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 hey.
I'll know our love was right.
So you get Rex's kind of at the top, huh?
Kiss me as though
You can have a human companion and Rex at the same time. Oh, okay. All right. Rex is kind of like Eddie. Although the last time I tried that, well, maybe I still had a companion out there somewhere. All right. Again, Bibles, etc. Time to pray, everybody. Dear Lord, thank you for bouncing natural breasts. you at, boy? Where you at? Oh, I saw it. Ooh! Oh, okay, you're safe. Okay. What is with, man, New Vegas? Always something. What the fuck just happened? I don't know. I don't know, alright? Something exploded. That's all I got. I'm moving on. Count my blessings, I'm moving on. No, no booba, Private Eye, no. I told you to pray. Gosh. You're supposed to be praying. Your eyes closed. Thinking about Jesus. I'm just gonna assume you were thinking about Jesus. Assume that. Alright, who's I think I still gotta get Boone's quest. Yeah, I guess I could get Boone's quest. I'm kinda just gonna wander around the Mojave now. So I might run into Legion. Where you at, Boone? Boone! Boone! Oh, there you are.
Is it time?
Is it time?
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah. I talk like this. I'd be sad about my wife. She's dead. Did you know my wife was dead? You met Raul? No. Someone else in chat was, I guess, voiced by Danny Trejo, I think. That one person was kind of going off on. So, Legion's probably going to be south, right? Right. Probably around here, probably. Okay. I should have talked to Boone. Oh, yes. Actually, yes. I actually think he did have dialogue. That was unlocked.
What is it?
What is it? Bleh. Okay, here we go.
We won. Look, we've done some traveling together, but we're not exactly comrades in arms.
I've done this dialogue before.
I'm not ready to swap war stories.
I've seen my share of terrible things. You could talk to me about it.
Maybe some other time.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. It was just that. Yeah, there's... Because I'd done that dialogue before. Okay, take his hat. Okay. I will.
Fine by me.
Bang.
I'd really like my beret back, please.
Aww. Aw, little guy. Okay.
Fine by me.
I would like my hat, please. Please give me my hat back, please. I already have one. There he goes. Okay. Here, Brooke. I just got a new haircut, and I'm doing this for you, bud. Just to show that there's no hard feelings. There we go. Look at us. Huh? Look at us. Look at us. Look. 2 bachelors. Oh, hey, he made it weird. Selfie got ruined, but that's okay. Wearing the same glasses, too. Oh, okay.
This is Radio New Vegas.
Get the town, huh, buddy?
Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place,
Max is jacked. Hell yeah.
news for you.
Max is also natural.
Contact between traders from
I shouldn't go straight to Cottonwood Cove. Oh boy. Boone's gonna lose his mind.
the town may be in trouble.
Of course you have a katana. Yeah. It's the coolest thing. It's the coolest weapon.
Unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main strategic priority.
Alright, I'm just gonna start, like, investigating places.
Be unexpected.
See what I find.
Segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand.
For it.
Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior.
The game kind of seems its least stable when I am just kind of running around.
And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Running around in the open world. This is my first time watching somebody else play Fallout, and it's really relaxing. You know what? I noticed that. I don't necessarily like to play Skyrim, but I don't mind watching it. I think it's just the game moves at the right pace. The sound effects are kind of calming. There's nothing too loud and brash about it.
Maybe you're cold.
I inquire how late you'll be streaming for. Oh wow, it's already 12:14. Oh dang. Well, actually, so I've been taking a break from coffee, but I got one because I felt like I wanted one. So I broke my coffee fast. I think as a result, though, I'm feeling pretty good. So maybe a couple more hours. Ooh. Maybe it's time for me to check in with the Starcaps too.
Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
Yeah, normally I'd be pretty wiped from writing inside games, but this was the week we gotta buy. So I got to go watch Nope and then head over to Bruce's place to record some stuff, and now I'm streaming. So it's been a nice day. Got a nice workout in this morning. Yeah, I saw Nope today. Uh-oh. Whoa. A very natural body there. It's the first thing I noticed is how natural that body was. I was pleasantly surprised at how fantastic Nope was. Yeah, I really liked it. Because Us didn't really click with me, but I also watched it in a weird circumstance, so I'm kind of 50-50 on whether or not it was the environment of the movie itself. But I don't know. Also, I also didn't see the ending because some dude started yelling at me in the theater, so I had to excuse myself. But I was kind of not super feeling it anyway. But yeah, Nope was fantastic. Gave me a lot to think about. It has that like allegorical layer that I'm just a complete sucker for. It's kind of that maybe too clever for its own good sort of thing. I don't think that's the case though. I think maybe what is it? Rian Johnson movies can be too smart for their own good sometimes. But this was very pleasant, and I think a lot of the allegorical stuffs are subtle enough that they don't like never feels like the audience is getting thwacked with something. And there's a few particular shots in it that are just like you'll know. Like there's a shot in it that's just like, holy shit, why did he do that shot? I mean, I'm glad, but anyway, I don't want to spoil anything.
Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with
There's only a certain nitpick of a specific design I won't spoil. Yeah, I think there's things you can pick apart.
Prove me wrong.
You know, it's a
More
movie.
news for you.
What are doing in
The
here?
NCR flag has been hoisted over former Legion outpost Nelson.
Yeah, there's nitpickables.
NCR officials are calling this a big win for troop morale. In other news, sources report the NCR's top
Okay,
ranger
so there's got to be a reason.
has died in
Gotta be a quest item or something.
revolver cleaning accident.
Oh, there's also that. There's that.
Locked office at Camp Golf.
Rangers, this is...
From the Raiders office. Was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush.
Food process.
Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. You're gonna love this next song, I guarantee it.
It's a lot. I think 2022 has been a pretty good movie year so far. Oh yeah, I've really enjoyed a lot of films this year. I think it's like the COVID plugs are finally busting loose. Like things are flowing again. People are going to theaters again. So all the like good ideas of good movies are finally hitting. There's been like it's been a welcome break too from a lot of franchise stuff. I think a lot of people have like brand fatigue, and a lot of the movies are like new concepts, cool ideas. Super into it. Yeah, I've liked a lot more than I have disliked this year. I can be pretty curmudgeonly when it comes to film. I mean, I can usually find things to appreciate, but man, some movies put me on edge. Thor 4, more Thor. I didn't watch that one. That was definitely like a, you know what? One of these nights that'll be on Disney Plus, and I'll be like, all right. Okay. Won't even be an enthusiastic yes. It'll just be like, why not? But that's fine. Chris Hemsworth seems like he worked so outrageously difficult. Well, maybe not difficult, but yeah, he put in time. Got a bodybuilder's body. Good lord. I guess if you're gonna have your butt get a little choked up. You're gonna have your butt whipped out. You better make it the nicest one you can. Excuse me. Good lord. Oh, Wakanda Forever? Yeah, that teaser was something else, huh? Or the trailer, excuse me. There's not a whole lot of, like, substance to it, but whatever. If Wakanda Forever is like an Afrofuturism art piece, that'd be cool. If it's nothing but like sweeping scores and awesome vistas, fuck, that'd be cool. That'd be real cool. But yeah, the trailer makes it difficult to determine what the actual tone of the film will be. I had work to do. Didn't miss anything bouncing or natural. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit here and there. Nothing too bad though. Oh jeez. Wait a minute. I probably need one of those plunger sensor. Sensor. Hey, Zidonia. Good morning. Oh, okay. Free bed, though. Massive? Star bottle cap. I'm rolling in these bad boys. Like that makes me wonder, how many star caps have I passed up just because my eyes didn't see them? Why were you yelled at in the theater? Good question. All right, so I'm watching. Oh, you barking? I'm watching Us. You know, the horror movie. Willow's sweet cake. I don't want any of Willow's sweet cake. Watching a horror film, and there's this couple, and they've been kind of talking through the whole movie. I've been trying to ignore it, but it's tough. The thing that gets me is just like, it's not that people are talking, it's just that the things they say out loud baffle me. And that's the part that shatters my like viewing experience. Yeah, thinking out loud. Yes. When people expose their internal monologue to their partner, but their internal monologue is like only barely perceptibly keeping up with the film. Not at the Alamo. No. This was at another theater. It was the last time I went to a non-Alamo draft house theater. So yeah, it's like in a film when it's just like somebody's thinking out loud and they're just saying what they see on screen and they're like trying to puzzle it out. And it's just like, in a movie like Us, right? You kind of got to be thinking about it a little bit. And I was trying to think about it, and meanwhile, there's this other couple who's just like, whatever's more superficial than surface level, that's what they were at. So this dude is like trying to riff on the film, like they like whisper and then they start talking and then they just start like kind of talking out loud. And if they were like reacting to the movie, if it was like a don't go in there kind of thing, you know what? Fine, that actually makes it better. But it wasn't that. It was more like just loudly discussing the film and in a way that barely qualifies as discussing. It was more just like, yeah, just verbally reacting. Anyway, it got to the point where like it was going into the climax of the film and the score was getting pretty intense. And the dude was just like barking the music back to the film. It would go like dun dun dun. And he would be like blah, blah, blah. Like he was just fucking around and making noise. And so I was like, man, dude, just shut up. Like I was a little harsh, I guess, but I was, fed up at that point. I don't remember how I said it. I probably didn't say it very friendly because I was getting tired of the dude like talking over the whole damn fucking film. What is this? Oh, why are we mad at these guys? So anyway, yeah, then he just like got up and started like cussing at me. He was like, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. Like just got up. I was like, man, whatever. Fuck, because he's not gonna shut up now. So I just left. I just got up and I was like, kind of like tried to motion to Steph and just kind of sidled out of the aisle and left. Because I was just having a terrible time anyway. Oh, it's so weirdly green here. There's so much radiation. Damn it. So yeah, that was it. I mean, it's not that fascinating of a story, but yeah, I went out and like tried to talk to somebody to be like, hey, there's a guy who's really pissed off in there. And it was just like the theater was empty because I like went there at 9 o'clock, so most of the staff had already left, and it was just like I felt so bad because it was like a teenager, a baby, was the only one there, like sweeping up, and I was just like, some dude was just like screaming and cussing at me, and she was like, oh, and she gave me like a couple of vouchers and was like, I hope you come back, and I was like, I'm never. I didn't say it, but I was just like, that's not happening. So just for a refund, I didn't care. I just wanted to leave.
May be in trouble. One more story for you. Several
I just wanted to leave, and I did.
Flying over the rep contest site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
So yeah, whatever.
Ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me.
But yeah,
it'll make you show your true form. Cave rat taught it to me.
You know, I think
Alamo Draft House, much better.
Good or bad, brings us closer
together. Activate it?
Don't you?
Hold on.
Got some Dean Martin.
Even then, some people still talk.
About the greatest feeling in the world.
In an Alamo, but luckily it doesn't happen like more than once usually.
Sure is. Dino.
Why would I want to activate that?
It sure is.
Oh. Are you going to shoot at me now? No? Okay. Alright, that seems like a good idea. But it was just like one or two things.
Like the fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head?
But yeah, there were one or two times in Nope where like even at the Alamo, some people were just like, "Oh, it's that thing," and it's like, "Yeah, it's that thing. Yes, yes." They're showing you the thing now, on purpose. Like the movie's doing that. You're not like it's in the center of the screen and the camera's focused directly on it. Everyone knows it's that thing. That's the whole point. Anyway, there's just some of that. Oh no! Oh wait, maybe they're not shooting at me. Okay, they're shooting at the guns. Yes. That's good. I like the idea of wearing sunglasses with a spacesuit. I'm just hanging out. Get free XP, baby. Ooh, there going. Down goes the gnome. Anyway, I wish it didn't bother me. I don't like complaining about dumb shit like that. Oh, God. I would much rather have a brain. Oh, I'm not even. No thanks. I'm not even fucking with that. Nope. I envy people who can just be like, whatever. People talk, eh. God, I wish. I envy it so much. Oh, hey, people down here.
Massacre at one of the ranger stations. I don't know
Is
what's
that alive or man alive in here?
Who the fuck are you?
I could ask the same thing. Barging into your basement.
Name's Logan. What the hell do you want?
What hostility, bro?
Look, I don't need your shit. Either get out of the way or things are gonna get rough.
Got a real alpha bro here. Luckily, all their shit is free. For some reason, it's not stealing. Maybe it's not theirs.
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you.
Have you seen
if you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. The Black Mountain radio signal is
authority classes.
Long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. Also,
baby.
They say the Legion.
Prim formally sworn a new sheriff today. RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new
very good.
sheriff
Very,
address
very
the
good.
crowd.
Picking that hat too.
Howdy do, folks. I'm Sheriff Myers. Be good, or I'll shoot you dead.
Those were our top stories. You're gonna love this
Nancy's
next song.
9mm. Why is all this stuff not marked as like stealing? Oh dear. That's a good thing. I needed sensor mods.
From the Raiders.
Engage assemblies. Yeah, okay, I got one of those now. I gotta drop some stuff. This is always fun. Love that inventory. Love managing that inventory. I don't need this many, actually.
Something's gotta give, something's gotta give. Why that irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist.
A shootout at one of
I always give some heavy stuff to companion. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Some people
I gotta get rid of it sooner or later, right?
Something.
So on guard.
Or I guess I could just dump it in the companions and not worry about it.
Who knows what the fates have in store?
This doesn't feel like there'd ever be a way that I would ever know to get any of that stuff back if I ever needed it. So throwing it on a companion is basically getting rid of it as far as my brain's concerned.
Must be getting ready to attack.
But yeah, some of this like repair the
hey there.
Repair the food processor stuff. That stuff I might need to start doing.
Think he would have done
Might be easier to organize that way, actually.
the chance of beating the Legion.
Some heavenly star-spangled night. We'll find out as sure as we live.
Ugh. Give me a heart attack every time.
Something's gotta give.
I'm gonna have to get very lucky to do this. I hate it. Okay, if I can't get a try refill, the chamber's having 1 out of 8 is a pretty good clue. There we go. Wait, did it restore that? I already clicked on it. Why is it there again? Or was it there twice? Huh. Okay, so I think maybe the C and the ing are correct. I don't know if there's one that matches that, though. Yeah, that's not removing them when I click on them. Huh. Okay, so it's not the C. But it's something with an ing and chambers. Wait. Okay, so then the C, it has to be the H, A, M, or B. The HAMB. Something in there is correct, along with the ing. That's my theory, right? That would be the H. Probably shutting, right? Let's see if there's any more that I can get rid of. I think it's. Did I get them all? Yeah. Right. Yeah. New California Republic Camp Searchlight Storage Database. Current inventory unknown. Camp Searchlight Quartermaster Log entry number 1836. The supplies are being shipped to the camp recently are lower than usual. I asked about the comm officer if there were any problems with communications, and he insisted that everything was fine. I contacted our supply base and was simply told that all inventory requests are being filled and that every item on my request list had been shipped to the camp. Either I'm being lied to or someone is intercepting my shipments. I'll have to look into this matter further. Log entry 2257. During my off-duty hours, I decided to investigate the trade route being used to bring the supplies to camp. I met a traveler on the road and asked him if he had seen any NCR supplies bound for Camp Searchlight. He told me he had seen some NCR crates being moved somewhere outside of Nipton, but didn't know they were being taken. Didn't know where they were being taken. He also mentioned that the men with the supplies didn't look like NCR soldiers. Next time I have enough time off, I'll have to make my way to Nipton to see if anyone there knows where my supplies are. Gosh, sorry. Drink is gumming up my throat.
That should keep the powder being away.
And where's that safe? Oh, I'm still getting irradiated. Oh. Right there. Like nothing interesting in there. Okay. Cool.
Hey there.
Hey.
Turns. What do you want now?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting dialogue out of order. But real quick, I gotta take a break. I need to get some water and use the restroom. I'll be right back. Oh yeah. All right.
That's none of your damn business.
None of your damn business. Maybe I can help?
Look, if you really want to help, either get the fuck out of our way or hack that damn computer over there.
What are you looking for in the computer?
The location of some radiation suits. I found an inventory list that says they should be here, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. The computer should know what happened to them.
In the computer. I'll check it out.
Yeah, you do that.
Hey.
What do you want now?
Nick. Found the location.
Tell you what. Bring us those suits and you can come with us while we loot the town. You can keep a share.
Better get a bigger share for this.
Fuck you. You'll get the same as everyone else.
Fine, I'll do it.
Good. Now get going.
Interesting. Oh, there's a quest for that. Okay. Alrighty. Wheel of Fortune. Another look around. Yeah, Logan's wound up a little tight, isn't he? How far is it? Oh, that's pretty far. Quest line are you going for? I don't know. I'm just playing the game. Wandering around, seeing what happens. This is the song Jessica Rabbit sings in the club? Really? Huh. Didn't know that.
Are you fucking kidding me? First I get my leg smashed, and then in walks the Powder Ganger's Grim fucking Reaper. What the fuck have you got against us, man? Jesus fucking Christ. If you want me dead, just give me 15 medics and I'll fucking OD for you, okay? Fuck!
I don't know why he's so twisted up. Why are you still here?
I don't know. I just love it here. What the fuck do you think, asshole? Prize for second place was I got to live, but they beat my fucking legs with hammers. I'm fucking crippled, get it?
Oh, boxcar scarred from the lottery? I can spare some medics.
Then you're a fucking dream come true, ain't you? How much you gonna give me?
The one.
Big fucking deal. Hand it over.
His legs just got broken? Yeah, I'd be a little pissed too, sure. How did you survive?
Luck, that's how. I'm just that fucking lucky. You're looking at the second place winner of the Nipton lottery. That asshole Sonntag took first place, so him they let walk.
Tell me about the lottery.
It ain't like we came to Nipton to play it. Me and my crew had it worked out to kidnap some NCR troopers who come to town to get laid. Had it all worked out with the scumbag mayor. We were gonna ransom them off, keep their weapons for ourselves, a nice score.
Where'd your plan go wrong?
We get in position, and next thing we know, we're surrounded by those fucking Legion freaks. They dragged us and everybody else into the center of town. And that asshole with a dog on his head, he starts talking about how we're bad people. He said we needed to be punished for what we did. Not all of us, but some of us. And then he gives everyone a fucking lottery ticket.
What happened after everyone got lottery tickets?
What do you think? He started drawing tickets and that's how people got punished. First up was the lucky losers. They got decapitated. Guess that's lucky cause it's pretty quick. Then came the crucifixions. God damn, but those went on and on and on. Third place runners-up got enslaved. I got the fuck beat out of my legs, and the winner, they let go free.
What happened to the mayor?
Him? When his ticket came up, they burned him alive on a pile of tires.
Damn. And some of the people were enslaved?
Yeah, a bunch of those Legion fucks dragged them off right away. They were headed east, if you're feeling heroic.
Huh. I'll do what I can to save them.
Don't act like you'd be doing me a favor. I don't give a fuck.
What happened to this town?
The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like?
You know anything about some NCR supplies?
I saw some Legion assholes carrying crates to a cave north of here. May have been NCR shit. I don't fucking know.
Time for me to go.
Later.
Alright, well, my gut was right. This is Legion territory, and we're gonna go murder some damn Legion, eh? Whoa!
Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
Wow. Alright, go deeper, go dead. Your chat message makes a lot more sense now. This dude just barging in. Like, I feel great! So good. Are you a powder ganger?
Powder ganger? What? I mean, yeah, used to be, sure. But not no more. Powder gang is small time, man. I'm a winner! I won the motherfucking lottery!
What sort of lottery did you win?
What lottery? The lottery. That's what lottery.
Yeah, I never came across him yet.
Only lottery that matters. Oh my God, smell that air!
You feeling all right?
Are you kidding me? Never felt better. Yeah!
Need to get going.
Bye.
See you.
Glad we were the ones to deliver it.
Or what?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. New Vegas.
Around you there?
You're all so great, and we're gonna keep you
Okay.
all day.
Cave to the north.
For you. A hostage
Just killed both of them?
between the NCR and the great
Just in that room just because they were annoying?
peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostages' release. Moving on.
Bruce seems like a chaotic all-out player.
Of today, RNV reporters were on hand to hear the new sheriff address the crowd.
Howdy do, folks. I'm Sheriff Myers. Be good, or I'll shoot you dead.
We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. I'd like to play something really
Oh, he actually isn't?
for you right
Oh,
now
okay.
because you deserve it.
Stars of the midnight ranges.
There we go. Oh yeah, they're coming.
Shining through the night. Stars.
I've already been to this cave. I'm curious how this is going to play out. Maybe there's just like an item you can't interact with. Or you have the quest or something. So the mini-map nice and revealed. Oh, damn it. Why? I haven't been in there. Crap. That's annoying. Probably a key somewhere. Oh, jeez. Well, I guess I can do the other one. called booted, right? Why isn't it showing up? Oh, I already did it. Alright. I guess I did it already. Well, cool. Another flat tire of a quest. Unless there's like Boxcar would have the key to that place. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh no.
Did you see that? That guy was gonna kill me.
Jacqueline, please. Jacqueline, please. What was that you took from his corpse?
What? This? He stole this from me at gunpoint. Lucky for me, he got distracted and I got a chance to draw on him.
Who is this?
It's a necklace that I made out of these special caps. You ever see any caps with a blue star on them like these?
Are you sure that necklace is yours?
Pretty sure, yeah. It's really nice, isn't it? Have you ever seen caps with pretty blue stars on them like these?
Sure, I got a few myself. I gotta play it cool.
Oh, then you know how rare they are. I'm just glad they're back where they belong. You can never be too careful these days. Well, it was nice to meet you.
Is she like?
I'm gonna take a few moments to get myself together.
Is this supposed? Is this like a epilogue to the booted quest? Oh, I'm hidden though. She's got 9 caps. All right. Jacqueline doesn't need those, all right? She's going to have posture problems for a long time. She doesn't need those caps resting on her neck, weighing her down, yanking her spine out of alignment. So, I'm a doctor. I know what I'm doing. This is definitely for her benefit. Okay, well, I guess I'll go back and see about Legend of the Star. I guess I'll just keep exploring in that area. Dream about tomorrow instead. You stole him anyway? Yeah. She does. Hey, I'm doing her a favor. I just keep saying that. Don't worry about that missing mesh or whatever the hell that was. Doesn't matter. Fine. All right. Where's old Pappy? There you are. Bestest.
Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Ring the local stool and listen to old Festus jaw a while. If you and old Festus are old pals, say a command down. Otherwise, say, pleased to meet you, and we'll get acquainted. Or, if you have more important things to do than talk to old Festus, say goodbye.
Deposit your Sunset Sarsaparilla stars in the slot.
Looks like you've got a fair number of stars in your saddlebags. Still a few cards short of a hand, though.
Wow. All right. What you holding there, Boone? What you got there in your hand?
Scanning for hostiles.
Holding a Betty? Nah, I'll just keep collecting Ago. Oh, I think they're shooting at the floor. Yeah. Unspawned enemy. Okay, well, I guess back to Legion territory. Lucky Jim.
You can bet just as sure as you live.
Ah, no.
Run from me.
Are we aggroing the... Yeah, we are. Alright. Oh! Ow! What? Ow! Ow!
Wars and old fashionable hearts such as mine. Don't say no, 'cause I insist.
You can get a point for Boone's quest by clearing Cottonwood Cove and the fort. Right. I may end up doing that.
Who knows what the fates have in store?
Running around and killing everybody. Yeah, I guess there's not a reason to not do that. If you kill everyone in the Legion, there's no one left to fight over the dam, right? Or is there just like another... Is there another, like, Legion Oh, they killed something. Another Legion faction that shows up or something. Did we piss off Mr. House? No? I think so. There are gizmo ducks that aren't guards. They're just kind of enemies out in the wild. Alright.
as we live.
Oh, there's another army coming from the east. Ah, got it.
Something's gotta
Thank
give,
you.
something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Led by a legate Lanius? Legate? Oh boy. Oh.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. More news.
Hang on there, traveler. You'll want to steer clear of this place. The whole town's irradiated to high hell.
It's filled with radiation. Why are you still here?
I was stationed at Camp Searchlight before the incident. I've since taken it upon myself to keep travelers away from the area.
What happened?
Some legionaries snuck into the camp and set off some kind of radiation bomb.
Damn.
I don't know where they got it, but it was damn effective. Killed almost everyone and turned the rest into ghouls.
How did you survive?
I was out on patrol at the time, so I wasn't in the camp when it happened. There were a few others with me after it happened, including some of my superiors. Between radiation poisoning and attacks by the Legion, they all died out.
To be honest, a lot of the questions you can ask make you sound like a tone-deaf asshole. Yeah, I'm kind of doing that on purpose. That's Max Brain's way. He's one intelligence, so I kind of stumble my way through every conversation. But yeah, it's pretty great. How did the Legion get into the camp?
I don't know, unfortunately. There may be clues somewhere inside the camp, but I'm not about to run in there to find out.
Can I ask you something else?
Sure.
I found a Legion camp at Cottonwood Cove.
The Rangers at Echo have been keeping an eye on that place. It's relatively new, but those bastards have already dug in. They appear to be running a slave trading operation, and it also seems to be one of the primary crossing points for Legion raiding parties.
Is there anything you need done?
If you could scout out the camp, bring back any intel on troop movement or plans for future raids. The Rangers could put that information to good use. And also, if you're any good at covert ops, I would love to get a bug planted on their radio. So far, we've been unable to crack their encryption.
I think I can handle that.
Good to hear. This is the bug you'll need for the radio. Report back if you pick up any intel, or manage to sneak the bug into their radio.
Where should I go instead?
Head north toward Novak. Look for a big dinosaur. Can't miss it.
Uh-huh. What's so dangerous about this
The whole area is irradiated and filled with mutated creatures.
What kind of creatures?
Mostly ghouls, and a handful of radscorps. I think some geckos moved in not too long ago. They seem to stick mostly to the south end of the camp.
Goodbye.
Sir?
Still going, by the way. Interesting. Maybe it is time to take on the... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I didn't come from this direction before. Yeah, maybe it is time to take on the Legion camp. I figured I'd go there and wreck it up sooner or later. There's that quest to free the slaves that are there. That would probably take care of that. But yeah, Max Brain's ethos of rugged individualism just doesn't square with the Legion's way of doing things, so
It's me again, Mr.
preserve the rugged individualism of the wasteland. Max Brain has got to take the situation into his own hands.
Somebody.
His own katana. He's got to cleave fate.
This just in.
Carve his own path through destiny.
Are flocking to the strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of
To eradicate the Legion, you go to a boat in the southeastmost part of the map. Yeah, I've already been there, right? Unless you're talking about something else.
is well worth the price of admission. Moving on. Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partner.
To be a spoily boy, but there's a wild wasteland and another basement on that irradiated town. Okay, I'll go look for it.
And especially if your
I don't know. Pointing me to stuff
some nice
after I've missed it or gotten close to it is not spoilery, or for my tolerance isn't very spoilery. God, what is that? Well, that's right. My perks must be applying to Rex. That I have a lot of like melee, critical melees will like ragdoll and knock down. That's pretty great. Oh, Yeah, these are modded enemies. Yeah, definitely not vanilla.
That jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along. Jingle, jangle, they sing, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Jingle, jangle, and that song ain't so very far from wrong.
That's a level again. Do I need lockpick? I need explosives. I'm trying to think about the skills I need to buy. Hey. I think I was most recently trying to level speech. Lockpick seems to be the thing that's keeping me from completing quests now. Nugget, thanks for the prime. Yeah, Boone's really throwing his weight into it, huh? Oh. Huh. Non-addictive subdermal turbo injector. Huh. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that might be nice. Okay. Ooh, that's really nice too. I'm gonna take this. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, let's just save. Let's drop some saves here. Okay, it was that Steam achievement. I'm gonna pop that bad boy. Forget my monthly Prime sub? Well, I appreciate that you didn't forget this month. Yeah, a bit of a remix there.
Contact!
I don't gotta do shit. This is great. Yeah, Fallout rules. Walking sim. Maybe I can get in the tower? I don't know if any of this has like an entry point.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you.
There's a version of rad absorption that you can get with 8 endurance that removes all your rads when you sleep.
Just about time to get
Flush it all out. Cleanse.
Several unidentified aircraft were spotted flying over the RepCon test site by a local crackpot. He spoke to a toy bear near one of our microphones.
It's ghouls, I tell you. Religious ghouls in rockets looking for a land to call their own. Don't you laugh at me. I know a spell that'll make you show your true form. Cave Rat taught it to me.
In other news, rumors persist about a super mutant refuge nestled high in the ski lodge.
I guess that's all that's... Doesn't seem like there's a lot going on here.
If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. And that's...
I'm going to tiptoe towards the camp. I don't know if I'm just going to crash it tonight, because it's getting pretty late.
Songs coming up for you.
I want to find just a couple more...
One is probably about love.
Like map nodes, just to see some new stuff. Just feel like moseying, but yeah. I'm probably going to shut the stream down a little bit here. I want to mosey for a little bit. And then yeah, next time I pick the game back up, it's going to be white hot action. About agave. Next level will make the DLC a fun romp. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Like just kind of a more directed, curated narrative experience. Wandering around in the wasteland is fun, but there's not a whole lot of like complicated plot arcs being set up anymore. We're good. You're a friendly gecko. God. Get down there anyway. Are you streaming tomorrow if you're streaming? I am streaming. But a little bit later than usual. I have an orthodontist appointment. But it's Wing Wednesday. So hopefully I'm going to finish the last level in Ace Combat 5. Then move on to Ace Combat 0. So hopefully starting Ace Combat 0. Unless something weird happens. And then I have a concert to go to in the evening, so I'll be streaming hyper late. Fire Root. Where do you think that is? Under? Oh yeah, okay. Who's playing? It's at the Hollywood Bowl, so it's like a classy grown-up concert. Peggy Lee and Frank Sinatra tribute, which is actually really fitting for New Vegas, so don't worry, floor appropriate. Yeah, as far as there's no like, yeah, there's no zone here. How you doing, Boone?
Pisses me off that Legion slavers can just operate on NCR turf like that. If we hadn't caught up to them, they'd probably have a clear path to the river, no one to stop them. There should be patrols, checkpoints. We got greedy, overstretched. Now our own territory is insecure.
I think it's time you told me what happened to your wife.
I don't see what this helps. She's dead.
Dead. The better we understand each other, the more effective we'll be.
All right. I tracked her down. Southeast, near the river. They were selling her. Saw it through my scope. Whole place swarming with Legion, hundreds of them, bidding for things no man has a right to. I just had my rifle with me. Just me against all of them. So I took the shot.
Better for her to die than to live as a Legion slave.
Yeah. What they do to women, that's worse than death. There was no choice in what I did. It was more like being forced to watch something you can't stop. All this was only ever gonna play out one way. It still is. I don't have any say. All I can do is wait for it to be done with me.
He's so cold and unmoving, like stone. Oh yeah, you make it sound like your wife's death was inevitable. Jeez, dude. Gotta say it.
It was gonna be something. If I'd never met Carla, it would have been something else. I should have never gotten close to her. I've got bad things coming to me. You better keep your distance too.
I'm cursed. Why do you think you got bad things coming, brother?
Because fair is fair.
I don't understand.
Better that you don't.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I got the next chunk of his dialogue, so that's good. Moving towards something.
Help me out. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon.
Just like talking to a...
What is it?
Like talking to a brick wall with you sometimes. Okay, let's see if there's more dialogue.
Without a love of my own.
Poor Boone. Name a character who's gone through more pain. Boone. Stacking up all this gecko meat for Willow. How the heck do you get there? What in the... Maybe you gotta go from the other side? Oh, maybe. Huh. Let me get this camp then. Steven from Steven Universe. Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, well I didn't expect all of you to be so well read. So educated in the ways of media. Touché, chat, touché. I haven't played Shadow the Hedgehog yet. I actually don't know what Shadow's deal is. I know all about Silver. I don't know what Steph is watching, but there's some sex moans coming from the other room sometimes. Very distracting. I don't appreciate gratuitous sexual content. I'm gonna put that out there right now. Only natural content. I'm just a natural guy. What can I say? Take a little nap in this rug bedroll. Shadow's deal is that you get to pick his fate. Interactive narrative in a Sonic the Hedgehog game? Revolutionary. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit this this last discoverable point from this side. Let's see if this works. I don't know if there's a fence out there. I don't think so. I'm excited. I want to play all the Sonic games too. Sonic Saturday, Sonic Sunday. Let's spin it up. I'm in the middle of Sonic Unleashed. I think I got stuck because I couldn't find the next stage. Aye, there's a fence. Maybe I can climb over it. I don't think I can climb over it. Damn it. What are we shooting at, bro? What is going on? There's a spider, huh? Airport has a spider problem. For a while, Sonic actually had character moments, and it wasn't always the worst, or wasn't ever the worst stories I'd ever played. I have yet to see a Sonic story that is well formed in any respect. Like, there's just no form to it. Every cutscene seems like it's its own micro universe of character logic and world rules. That's fine, whatever. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are great. I haven't finished either of those games either. Damn. Played a little bit of Sonic Adventure 2, I remember, after finishing Sonic 06 for a subathon. I was Knuckles. I had to glide around and dig into spots and find gems. Good shit. Good shit. Too fast for you? No, not fast enough. Not fast enough. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. I think I see... Yeah. The rocks and the fence. There's probably an invisible wall or something. Let's see. Let's see if I can just Skyrim right over. Oh! Ah, yep. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, well maybe there's a way through the fence on the backside. Even in the arcadey Sonic Heroes, the characters and interactions show development instead of being the same thing over the course of games. Sonic and Knuckles slowly become closer. See, this is the kind of perspective that I want to have. I need to earn this kind of insight into the relationships of Sonic the Hedgehog characters by playing them all.
Well, you know what that means.
Sonic and the Black Knight is formulaic but still insane. I'm missing out. Sonic Frontiers is coming out, sort of.
Shattered NCR records on a combat readiness evaluation at camp.
I did a little bit of playing Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and I was sort of figuring it out. Like, you have to know the stages. I think critically you have to, like, know where to get 1-ups. You just have to stack lives so that if you whoopsie, make it to the end of the game.
The Legate took over an underperforming squad of troops by beating its commander to death in full view of everyone.
I heard about that.
The Legate then ordered a 10th of his own force be killed by the other 9/10. And you thought your boss was...
Yeah, Dark Hand. Dark Hand 23, thank you for the Prime.
Is just a
And
fascinating
the
place.
2-year substream.
You never know what's going to happen.
Thank you very much.
Next. Got some Dean Martin coming up.
Right.
Talking about the greatest feeling in the world. Love. Ain't that a kick in the head?
Alright, I'm just going to run this fence and see if I can find a way around it.
It sure is.
And if I can't, I'm going to have to call it there. 'Cause I'm hungry, too. I've been dieting pretty hard. This location is only accessed through a cave. Ah! Yeah, okay, that makes sense. The other cave that I couldn't find the entrance to, but I can fast travel this fence. Okay. Whatever. Bang. Couldn't find the entrance because I wasn't at the entrance. Now we're doing it. Now we're moving. Huh. Cave's a little weird looking. Is that radiation down there?
If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be.
Hey, fellas. Oh, ha! Ooh, ooh! That's doing a lot of damage. Unlabored flawlessness.
It's just like the fella said.
Nope. Rex is going for it. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, you were nice to me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh. Little unlabored flawlessness.
Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat?
Gecko meat. I gotta go load. I gotta go load Willow up with some gecko meat.
My life is gonna be beautiful. She's telling me we'll be wed. She's picked out a king-size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I'd be.
Got ourselves a legendary? Not anymore.
Tell me quick.
Okay, yeah. Let's see if this. Hey, here we go. Perfect. Is that a mecha gecko? Flawlessness. Chop.
You're listening to Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you. More news for you.
Hey, Smelly Polar. Been a while? Yeah. Yeah, I've been bouncing around this internet for a minute or two. Well, I made it to the crater, so that's good. Good news. More news for you. Game's fucking dead. Yeah. Crashed. Cool crash screen though. I hear that Geiger going. Okay, I think I'll call the stream there. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much. Hope you had a good time, because I did. And hope to see you next time. Yeah, like I said previously, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Ace Combat 0. Just doing a little cleanup on Ace Combat 5. Then I'm going to give it away, because I will have completed the game. So if you want to win a physical copy of Ace Combat 5 for PS2, make sure to show up tomorrow. I know. I throw out the big tempting giveaways here. And then starting Ace Combat 0, the final PS2 Ace Combat. Probably won't finish it because I got a concert to go to that night. Good news though, I get to go to the orthodontist in the morning and I might be able to get my like little nodules taken off. I'm doing Invisalign right now. But tomorrow might be the last day. My checkup goes well, and my teeth will be normal, and I don't have to wear trays anymore. Very exciting time. So, anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope to see you next time. Hope you have a great night, or morning, day, whatever it is for you. I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody.